needed to knock a couple of goals here around the perimeter. And the trying to find out the identity of their trainer. I was told it was Lobo's brother. That's the only information I got for that one. By the way, the referee is the last day. Did a great job with that particular match. And he's fully set of officials focusing down to this. And the referee put 148 the way down. The last day they told us the 8 before they got to this particular video. I'm joined in commentary by Jim Nolan and Audrey Crowley. Full back line, Noel Tim O'Sullivan, Neil Murphy and Mike O'Leary. The half-back line, Noel Harrington, Donagh Wiseman and Sean Vaughan O'Sullivan. In the middle of the park, Eddie O'Sullivan and Seamus Harrington. The half-forward line, Seamus Spencer, Gary O'Sullivan and Sean Dean. The full-forward line, Alan Harrington, Enda Wiseman and Sean O'Regan. The Naomh Abán team, Donegal Duneen in goal, outstanding the last day. The full-back line, Sean O'Hurley at right cornerback. Gary Moore Lynchig at full-back and Paddy Murphy, left cornerback. The half-back line, Don Logo Lehan. Antonio Lynchig is at centre-back and Coleman O'Tuma wears number 7. A change in the middle of the park where Jack Lynch comes into from wing forward and he will partner Justin O'Tuma. The half-forward line, we've got Sean Francis, O'Croneen, Michal O'Croneen and Damon Lynchig. And the full-forward line, Kevin O'Lynchig, Don O'Croneen and Dara O'Sullivan, one of the many stars on the Naomh Abán team that lined out the last day. Both teams still tapping the ball around the place. Both teams still limbering up and doing the what are considered necessary preparations before you get into battle for this huge one. Dennis Linehan out in the middle of the park and he tossing the coin between the respective captains out there, Seamus Harrington and of course none other than Gary Lynch, the Naomh Abán captain. The coins have been tossed. The coin has been tossed and I'm not too sure which way any crowd will play, but it will make absolutely no difference because as Jim was making the point, the conditions absolutely ideal for playing football and there is no complaints at all about matches now being played at this time of the year, such as being the beautiful spell of fine weather that we've had. Certainly both teams under a lot of pressure to perform and the winners go through to the performing next year's Senior Football Championship. And yes indeed, I can see this famous character who is now training this Castletownbere team and he doesn't look too like Jonah Loma to me, but anyway we'll check that out before the game is out as to what his identity is, but he's a new kid on the block anyway down in the Castletownbere neck of the woods. The team mentors from Castletownbere, of course, Ollie O'Sullivan, who's done Trojan work with this side and his partner in crime, if you like. We have got none other than John Nolan, and the referee still waiting for both teams to come along and join the action as we look at the watch here to see are we going to be much behind time. It's gone 2:30. Jim, the one change that we've got in the team, we're informed the Castletownbere are going to line out according to the programme, which is the way they started the last day, but there is one change where the Naomh Abán men have made a switch, bringing Jack Lynch into midfield.
Yes, I think even taking Jack Lynch to midfield isn't a surprise. He was excellent last week, 2 weeks ago, at wing forward. But I think the most interesting point of this switch is the fact that Sean Francis Crone has come into the team. And I think, you know, back 12 months ago, if you were talking about Ballavoni, he'd have been one of the first names that would come to your mind. A bit of surprise all the year he hasn't been playing, but he must have come into form now, or when the selectors have decided to play him today. I think it'll make a big difference to the Ballavoni team.
Yes, and still no sign of any commencement of the game. I think we're getting ready for a rendition of our national anthem, but I don't see any sign of that appearing either. The selectors for the men of Naomh Abán, of course, Michal Creedon is the team coach, the trainer. The team manager is Jimmy Allen. His brother Johnny is also involved, and Mickey Lynch makes up the other. They're the three selectors of the Naomh Abán side, the men who've been charged with guiding the fortress of Naomh Abán in this year's Intermediate Football Championship. And certainly I'm sure now that both teams would be eager to start this particular one as the referee Dennis Linehan looks anxiously on. And by the way, Dennis, or Sarah Linehan, yes, and we have our national anthem on its way.
just a rendition of our national anthem that was well worth waiting for. Man was tuning up a couple of minutes before the game started, but he's got that out of the way, and Dennis Linehan indicating that he wants a football to stop this particular one. A bit of sun creeping in here in O'Donovan Rosser Park here in Skibbereen, and the men from Naomh Abán are up in there having their final huddle before the commencement of this one. The Castletownbere men reckon that they are fully ready and prepared for the action, and looking at the Castletownbere backs, I don't think there's any change in that particular division, and up in their forwards. As we look up there, yes, I think I can see Alan Harrington maybe come out. There was a little rumour going around the place that Seamus Spencer had suffered a hamstring injury. When I asked him about it before the game, he told me he didn't even have hamstrings and not to be concerned about things like that. But I noticed that Seamus Spencer is indeed wearing bicycle shorts and gone into the right corner forward position or left corner forward position, and that would indicate that there is some truth in that rumour that was going around the Naomh Abán dressing room before the game. And yes, Alan Harrington has come to wing forward position. The referee getting ready to make sure that everything is okay for the commencement of this one. The replay of the TSB sponsored C Intermediate Football Final. Dennis checking 1, 2, 3 watches, and it's on the way here. And first to break away are the men from Naomh Abán, and a good catch by them by Justin O'Tooma. O'Tooma plays it inside to Diamond Lynch, and Diamond Lynch playing it down into the corner here where Kevin O'Leanchik trying to get onto it, but it's taken away. And good play indeed by Michael Leary as Michael Leary works up the field and very close to the line there, and the free will be it's a free, I would imagine, to the Castletownbere men, and this free will be taken by the star of the show the last day, and that was Sean Bond O'Sullivan. Sean Bond's indeed long inside. We're a good distance away here, I'm just realising now, and but Naomh Abán work it out against Spencer's down on top. And what the story on the hamstrings now, and hamstrings I should say, not springs, and he'd throw the lovely ball outside. An opportunity, and Noel Harrington is an opportunity for him, and that one gone off for a wide ball. The right half back up there to join the attack in that occasion, but certainly Jim, not that Seamus Spencer went really well for that one, but if there was anything wrong with him, it would be a major problem for Castletownbere.
It would indeed. I think Seamus had a quiet game in the first half the last day, but he was outstanding in the second half, and I think that if he was in trouble, it would be a serious setback to Castletownbere.
Yes, and a little bit of a scrap starting over here between Diamond O'Leanchik and Sean Bond O'Sullivan, but they'll forget about that when the ball comes down here, and a line ball over the far side of the field, an eye line ball to Naomh Abán, and the referee calling it back. They'll have to be taken back in the half-hour position. Sean Francis leaving it behind, and the man who's going to come and take it now is Coleman O'Tooma. Coleman O'Tooma drive it, and did the referee spot it in? Yes, he spotted, and he's keeping an eye on that right corner back there, and I would say that Noel Tim, you want to keep your hands off that O'Sullivan there. The referee right up with it, and a very much no-nonsense referee indeed, as the free will be taken by Micheál O'Croneen. And remember what a great day he had last Sunday, captain of UCC, and he gives a great pass out, and this one come in from Croneen himself, and Naomh Abán, and the opening score of the game. A very, very good score indeed. Micheál O'Croneen, and of course Anthony Lynch was involved as well, and a great move, and maybe a few question marks would be asked there, Jim, about the looseness of Anthony Lynch.
Yeah, it was a great score. Michael Cronin was going to put the ball down to take a free at goal. Anthony Lynch made a great run to the centre back, took the ball and gave a turn pass to Micheál Lynch, who was about 20 yards close to the goal, and he scored a very, very good point.
Yes, indeed, the quick kick out has been taken already. It's a point and no score, and the fouling being committed there, and the free which will be taken, is it going to be taken by Paddy O'Leary himself, or will he leave it behind for Donald Wiseman? And Wiseman takes the free, and he finds that man not Alan Harrington. I've got the names wrong there. It's Sean Dean. Sean Dean giving it behind to Neil Murphy. Neil Murphy driving a long one inside towards Spencer. Spencer leave it run on at this occasion, and trying to chase it on there is Eddie O'Sullivan, and Eddie O'Sullivan trying to make space for himself, has found space, and then give a lovely pass aside as far as Sean Bond O'Sullivan. Sean Bond is joining the attack, and then he gives a pass inside, and it's into Wiseman. Wiseman give it outside. I don't know, Wiseman, the ball comes back out the field again, and an opportunity here maybe for Castletownbere to register their first score, but that's their second wide of the game, and the score remains a point to Naomh Abán, no score yet to the men of Castletownbere. And the kick-out will be coming any moment now. The man who will be doing the kick-out will be Donegal Deneen, who was superb in goal for Naomh Abán the last day, kicking off the edge of the square. And certainly huge crowd in for this one. There will be a great atmosphere, no doubt in the world about that. An unusual type of kick out, but it's got the required distance all the way down the field. But equal to it is Noel Harrington. Noel Harrington joining the attack. This is the second time that he's joined the attack, and lovely fisted pass from Harrington as he gives the ball inside. And the Castletownbere men still have it. Can they give a pass out to Sean O'Regan and trying to do that, but they failing to do so. The ball is in around the corner flag position. I reckon this is O'Regan that has it now. Can't see number because we're miles away from this particular action today, and the ball comes across the field. It's Spencer, and Spencer fouled there surely, and Dennis Linehan, the referee, agreeing, and there will be a free in. Spencer on the ground, and so too is one of the Naomh Abán players, and I'll check to know who is it. Is it Coleman O'Toole? Justin O'Toole, I think, is the player that's down injured at the moment, but he picks himself up, and the free in, and Sean O'Regan will be the man entrusted with this place kicking duties. Remember, he was a star of the show the last day, scoring goals. I won't say it will, but scoring them when the opportunity came his way. An opportunity for him now to tie the sides up, and is it tied up, I wonder? Oh, the ball it goes, a point from Sean O'Regan. The sides level indeed, and that one got off wide as I thought it was going over the bar, and yes, a wide ball, and I was sure that one was gone sailing over, so the scoreboard remains as it was. Ballyvourney, the point ahead, a point to no score, and the kick out will be taken by the Coolbara up on the far side of the field, and that Coolbara is none other than Donegal Dineen, as Dineen drives it away out the field and out towards the near sideline here, very close to the line, and is it kept in play? I think it's gone out over the line. There seems to be flags up or hands up somehow, and gone out of our particular line of vision here for the moment, but the indication are that it's a line ball to the men of Castletownbere as they come attacking, but it's cut off by Naomh Abán. Good play by them, working the ball down the field, and now they come moving in great style indeed, and it's Jack Lynch, and Jack Lynch give you a lovely ball inside to Cronin. Cronin give you it out, and an opportunity here for Donald Cronin over the bar. A good score, and that was a defence splitting move, powerful stuff indeed, and Jack Lynch was very much involved in it. And the two opening scores of this game coming to the men of Naomh Abán. They now lead after 5 minutes of play, and the kick out is on his way already. 2 points to no score. The kick out coming in, an interception over there as Sean Francis getting it, and he gives it to Darragh O'Sullivan. Darragh O'Sullivan's attempt for a score on this occasion is isn't of the required standard. Goes off for a wide ball. I'm surprised there Padraig Crowley, too fast kicked out, and on that occasion he was caught short.
Yeah, I think the interesting part of our party is we've had about 6 minutes of play, all Castletownbere. Ballyvourney have had 2 attacks and got 2 scores. I think that's ominous of Castletownbere. Castletownbere 3 wide so far, so that's first wide by Ballyvourney. Castletownbere must take their scores when they have such good possession.
And the kick out is on its way in towards midfield. Who's going to get it? It's that man, and it's Naomh Abán again, and the boot was up there because of a challenge there on Coleman O'Toole, and Coleman O'Toole coming down and picking up that ball there for the kick out, and then he was fouled, and one of the Castletownbere players saying something to Dennis Linehan. Dennis responded by moving the ball into a more advantageous position, and when you have Micheál O'Croneen standing over frees, you wouldn't want to be moving anything to any sort of an advantageous position, and Micheál O'Croneen, it's on the 45-metre line, an opportunity for him to put 3 between them. It's still the 45 metres out, and it's on its way, whether it will sail over the bar or not, and the goalkeeper will be equal there, and the referee spotting an infringement inside somebody in the square, and a free out, and Padraig Crowley, the Castletownbere goalkeeper, had it well covered, and the score remains 2-0 in favour of Naomh Abán, and we are 6 minutes into this one. Just to remind you once again, it's Bandon who are the junior hurling champions of Cork, winning a score line of 11 points to 1-7 over Corsi Rovers. That game over starting earlier down in Páirc Uí Chaoimh, and Sean Bond win 8 here, playing the ball lovely up the field, but out comes a great player indeed, Sean O'Hare give it this side of the field here, where it comes to Coleman O'Toole give it inside. Is it Jack Lynch that has it? Jack Lynch trying to find the player, has found the player, and the opportunity, and a big boot going in there, and a big kick coming in, and that one gone off there for a wide ball from Jack Lynch himself, and the player I was getting mixed up was Diarmuid Lynch, who gave the pass to him, and certainly Castletownbere, Naomh Abán now turning the screw a little bit, Jim, leading 2-0.
Looking more dangerous, and they've made an interesting switch. They put Micheál Cronin in full forward. That ball could initially have been hit out to Michael Cronin, but they changed direction of the play. But he could cause problems inside for the Castletown full back line.
Kick out is coming. Jack Lynch is rising for it, and Jack Lynch gets it, but then he leaves it behind, and it comes to Donagh Wiseman. Wiseman playing it up the field. The referee spotting that a foul was committed, and he's going to award a free from where the ball lands, and certainly that was a huge gain for the men of Castletownbere. And who's going to take this one? I wonder is going to be Seamus Spencer with these new bicycle shots, as he denies any claims of any sort of an injury, but an opportunity here for Seamus Spencer to get the opening score of this match for Castletownbere. It's 2-0, and we are 8 minutes into the first half here, and the most famous ticket seller in the world is still selling tickets, and that one goes out for another wide ball. And this particular gentleman, he has sold tickets at every crossroads in this particular country. The cause doesn't really matter. That's only a minor incidental situation. The kick out will be coming once again. And if you refuse him, he just smiles and keeps going. And the kick out will be on its way shortly. 2 points to 0 in favour of the men from Naomh Abán. And a massive kick out from the young goalkeeper up there, driving it out and way into midfield, and the ball breaking loose, but it's caught by Anthony, and the Anthony is Anthony Lynch, and he gives a lovely ball down the field. An opportunity now. Out come Neil Murphy, caught well by the full-back. Great play by Murphy. Gives it out to Mike O'Leary. Mike O'Leary gives it to Eddie O'Sullivan. Eddie O'Sullivan gives it to Sean Bond. This is the best bout of Castletownbere play. Not Sean Bond, Seamus Harrington. Seamus Harrington driving it into the danger area inside. Sean O'Regan is in there, but so too was a very tight marking Naomh Abán in defence, and it comes to Coleman O'Toole. And out the field, Justin O'Toole, and that one going out over the line there, and a line ball. It seems to be a line ball, I would imagine, to the men. This commentary position confuses today. The line ball is to Castletownbere, and an opportunity for them, but the goalkeeper is away out, and soccer style he gives it out to Gary Moore-O'Leanchik. He's the team captain playing at full back, and Gary wins that very well indeed, and then he gives it to Anthony Lynch, the brother, gives a rather contrary pass, but maybe advantage will accrue, and Jack Lynch has it, a lovely ball up the field from Lynch, right up, it's caught well lovely by Micheál O'Cronin, and running onto it is Dara O'Sullivan trying to cut inside, but dark down, and brilliant defending there by I think it was Mike O'Leary. And we can tell you that the All and Kish game are level pegging after 10 minutes, a point apiece in that one, and another good move. And Jim, one thing about it, some excellent football being played by both sides, and an opportunity here maybe for Naomh Abán to extend their lead, because they now have a 45, and some good football. And Micheál O'Cronin is the man taking this one. Sean Francis O'Cronin made a run. The 3 Cronin brothers operating in the forward division, one at centre forward, one at full forward, and one at left half forward. And the man who is standing over there 4 to 5 metres in from the sideline right now is Micheál, as he kicks this right-footed, and this time it drops a little short, and maybe that the ball will break kindly for them, but it doesn't. Eddie O'Sullivan gets it. Eddie walking his way out, and he gives a fist pass as far as Sean Bond, and Sean Bond using the boot to long effect. It goes up the field, and when it goes up the field, sometimes it goes over range. Anthony Lynch is underneath it. Anthony Lynch knocks it down, and an opportunity now, and it comes as far as Justin O'Toole give it inside, and up Donald Cronin give a lovely ball, but it's cut off, and Sean Bond has it and out the field, and there'll be a free from when the ball lands once again, and the free will be the Castletownbere, and Sean O'Regan is out the field like a light on this occasion. He gives a lovely ball inside as far as the centre forward, and the centre forward is Gary O'Sullivan. Gary O'Sullivan's ball is cut off by Gary Moore-O'Leanchik, and he gives it to Jack Lynch. Jack Lynch, the long ball every time, and it's caught by Micheál O'Cronin. Cronin, mighty ball from him, left-footed, and does this one go over the bar, a bad wide, and some beautiful football, Jim, being played by Castletownbere, or by Naomh Abán, but still leading just by the 2 points.
Yeah, both teams actually are playing good football, Paddy. Castletownbere finishing is evening them down, but Ballavoni look to be picking out them in that little bit better today. They're swinging the ball around the field, finding players in good positions. I think Micheál Corner will be disappointed he didn't get a score on that occasion. It was a very well worked move, but his finishing just didn't match the approach today.
And Anthony Lynch, and certainly the midfield dominance of Castletownbere not evident today as it was the last day, and I think the moves are working for them in the Naomh Abán. Micheál O'Cronin, Arish Ella, and he cutting inside. Can he give a hand pass out here? He does give a hand pass to Kevin O'Leanchik. Can O'Leanchik get inside? O'Leanchik does get inside and shoots, and a lovely point by Kevin Lynch. A lovely score by Kevin Lynch. He had to be brave first of all to get it, and then when he got it, he had to be accurate, and he had the 2 attributes required on that occasion to make it 3 points to 0. And we are at the 12 minutes of the game. Certainly the scores coming in the way of Naomh Abán. Castletownbere finding this, and the midfield I think is vital there, because big Jack Lynch out there making a huge difference. Not to worry whether he gets a ball, but certainly he's making sure that not too many others will get it either. Padraig O'Crooley taking the kick out. This one is long from Padraig as he drops it out on midfield. Again it's broken down by Naomh Abán, and moving like a light is Diarmuid O'Leanchik, and Diarmuid O'Leanchik give inside to Dara O'Sullivan give it back, I think this for Sean Francis Cronin, and this one will hop dangerously wide, and I think that is the 4th wide of the game for the men of Ballavone. And certainly, Jim, the scoreboard says 3 points to 0, but I think they could even be further ahead.
Yeah, their approach play is very good. They're running off the ball, they're running onto the breaks very well. Micheál Cronin side is playing very well. he's winning good ball. He missed a score a while ago, but the next time he was very involved in the move, and instead of going for a point, which Castletownbere expected, he gave the ball into Kevin Lynch, and he had a great score. So Ballaboni playing very good football at the moment.
And the ball went over there now by Donagh Wiseman. One Wiseman playing it up into the corner. Is there an opportunity here, I wonder, for Alan Harrington to win it? There isn't, because some bit of fouling was taking place, and the ball is won back, and it comes to Donal O'Croneen. Donal O'Croneen, they call him Factory O'Croneen. He gives it to the brother Sean Francis. Sean Francis gives it to Anthony. The Anthony is Anthony Lynch, of course, and he gives it to Sean Francis, as far as I know, and then a pass went astray, and it's won back by the man who's wearing number 14, and that is into Wiseman. I think it's Wiseman. I'm surprised at that. And the ball going very close to the line there and out over the line, and a line ball. And will Alan Harrington take this one? I think he will, or will he leave it behind it for Noel Harrington, the right half back? 3 points to nil. Naomh Abán in the lead in this one. And we are 13 and nearly 14 minutes into the first half of this particular match, and it's taken across the field where it comes, and now an opportunity here for Seamus Harrington. Harrington dropping in here blind at the last day, but this one will go off for a wide ball, I think, after all of that. Yes, indeed, a wide ball, and the scoreboard after 14 minutes of play. We have no score yet from the Castletownbere men, but Naomh Abán have found the target on 3 occasions, 3 white flags raised, and is there a little bit of a booking, I'd imagine? I see Sean O'Regan there being spoken to by the referee, and his name goes into the book, and a yellow card accompanies the name in the book, so that'll curtail the activities of Sean O'Regan for a little while. And the kicker will be coming any moment now from the talented Donncha O'Donneen in that neck of the woods as he drives it, and there's a little bit of a tail as it heads towards the sideline on this side of the field, but it's caught superbly. Naomh Abán coming again, and I'm sure there's an O2 I can't see particularly well, and that one goes out over the line, and the linesman will down here to indicate that will be a line ball to the men of Castletownbere, and Sean Bon O'Sullivan has gone back to take this particular one, and the line ball will be taken behind his own 45-metre line as he gets ready to set up a Castletownbere attack that might yield their first score of the game, and they would be eager to register that score. Spencer is still in action up in the corner forward, but certainly the story about his hamstring may be true, even though that he can't be blamed for the situation that exists at the moment. And again, a heavy challenge going in there from Seamus Harrington, and down on top it goes Wiseman. Good play by him as he gets it up, and they'll be free out. And we can tell you 17 minutes into the game in Ballyhooly between Kishgame and Youghal, is 2 points apiece, and a huge crowd to that one as well. And oh yes indeed, Gary Moore-O'Lynch, superb over there, and he give it inside, an opportunity for Sean Francis Cronin trying to drill the ball up towards the brother. Oh, he finds the brother, but then the brother lays it off. As far as Gary O'Sullivan, running across there to take it is Noel Tim, and Noel Tim gets it up and running into a little bit of trouble, being surrounded by 2 players. I wonder, was he fouled? The referee blows the whistle to indicate that he was, and there'll be a free out. Noel Tim being grounded over there, and still down on the ground. The referee, Dennis Linehan, stopping the watch, and it seems that Noel Tim, did he twist his ankle or something there? It would appear that he did, the way he's, yes indeed, and I think that Noel Tim, that he was won the ball, he was surrounded by 2 players. I don't think there was any rough tackle or anything like that going in, but he seemed to suffer an ankle injury, and then as the medical people were called on the scene, Noel Tim decided that he was having none of it and that he was going to play on. Tough minute Castletownbere. This one is taken by Neil Murphy out the field, and who's winning it over there, and it's very close to the line. It's a line ball, and a line ball in favour of the Castletownbere men. I would imagine that Naomh Abán, yes, it's the Naomh Abán men, an opportunity for them to build on their scoreline of 3 points to no score. The ball coming to Micheál O'Croneen, wearing the number of 11 of the blue, the skull and crossbones. Last week he wore the 11, and he's turning inside and losing the ball temporarily, and then it goes out over, and a wide ball. I wonder, was that a 45? And it would appear that it was, but the umpire's indicating there he's sticking to his decision to say to the wide ball, Jim.
Yes, Barry, it looked like a 45 to me from where we were sitting here, but maybe got another touch on the way up, but it looked like 45 from here.
Very diplomatic about it, Jim. It's obviously a 45 full stop. The kicker will be coming from Pádraig Ó Crúlaí any moment now. 3 points to nil in favour of Naomh Abán. And is Micheál O'Croneen, Micheál O'Crídán about to guide the team to a famous victory? Or will the mighty Ollie rise from the ashes yet? 3 points, no particular huge margin. There is the watch, 17 minutes gone, and no problems here with watches stopping in this particular neck of the woods. And the free which will be taken over there by Noel Harrington, trying to find someone to give it. A Spencer certainly limping badly now as he comes out to take that one, and under a lot of pressure. And it is a real tragedy that he's, from a sports point of view, that that he would be suffering from that injury, because he's such a vital cog to Bere and Castletownbere teams, as well as being a great character. And the ball is given into Darragh O'Sullivan, I think it is, and Darragh O'Sullivan, who was inspirational last day, being well marked over there by Noel Tim on this particular occasion, and he's still holding on to the ball. Noel Tim giving in and taking the ball away from him, and the ball coming to Harrington, and the Noel Harrington will give back to Noel Tim, and then it gives to Wiseman. Wiseman is drilling up the field, and Sean O'Regan has it, his first real touch, and Regan trying to turn inside, and this man is the player that the Castletownbere men look to. He gives it to Spencer, and Spencer fists it off, and I think it's Sean O'Regan again is an opportunity. The goalkeeper is equal to it, and Donegal Deneen gives it out the field, and away comes an O'Toole, and I'm not too sure which one of it is, but I'm sure it's Justin O'Toole, and a lovely ball up to him towards Kevin O'Leanching. Kevin drops it down, and it's won over there by Eddie O'Sullivan for Castletownbere. Eddie Sullivan gives it back. That's Paddy O'Leary, Mike O'Leary, and Mike O'Leary is fouled. Can he spot the man that's gone out the right hand side? Sean O'Regan had gone for a run, and then Inda Wiseman is going to take this, or Donna Wiseman is going to take this one himself, and he would be trying to find maybe Sean O'Regan has succeeded in doing that one, and O'Regan trying to give a ball outside as far as Noel Harrington. Harrington, this is third time to join the attack, but this time he's blocked down, and it's taken, I think this Gary Moore O'Leanching wins it over there. The full back who's been absolutely inspirational in the early exchanges here. He gives it to Jack Lynch, who made a big impression since he came in, well, since they moved him into midfield right at the start of this game, but the ball is cut off again, and I think it's Noel Tim giving it back as far as Neil Murphy. Castletownbere have tightened up considerably in the last few minutes in defence in particular, and they give the ball up the field where Gary O'Sullivan comes, Eddie O'Sullivan comes and takes it. Eddie O'Sullivan is strong as a proverbial bull, and we'll be going to Porky-Keeve in a few minutes for the latest in the intermediate hurling match there between Ballincollig, the raging hot favourites, and the underdogs Blarney, and the ball dropping into the danger area, but it's cut off again by Gary Moore O'Leanching. Absolutely inspirational up there, and then he boots it out the field, but certainly this one I think will go out over the line, and maybe he can be kept in play out over the line, and the line ball will accrue to Castletownbere on this particular occasion. And the scoreboard says 3 points to no score. We're 19 minutes into this one, and now is there an opportunity for Castletownbere to get a score? The ball dropping inside, but no, cut off once again. This time it's Paddy Murphy who does the business and cuts it out and gives a good pass outside. Now there's an opportunity for Naomh Abán to build tight and put the ball going, and they still have it. It's Jack Lynch winning it back in his own half-back line, dropping it down here very close to the sideline. Micheál O'Croneen running onto it, and O'Croneen, who's he going to pace this one to? I'm sure he's going to find Darragh O'Sullivan. Darragh's made a run inside, and then he gives a fist pass across the field, but it's cut off, and Noel Tim will say Goramila Mahagut, and then clear it out the field as far as Noel Harrington, playing very well at right half-back, let me tell you, and Noel Harrington giving it up the field, but Anthony's above, and Anthony's O'Leanching. He gives it to Jack Lynch. Jack Lynch, no relation, gives it to Justin O'Toole, who has been playing so well. Justin O'Toole gives it, and the ball is cut off again by Sean Bon O'Sullivan, and this one could go out over the line, and a man would be careful not to get injured here as he went in there trying to keep the ball in play, but didn't succeed in doing so, and there'll be a line ball, quite a number of line balls in the game. In the early parts of this game, and this time the referee saying it is a free, and the free which will be taken by the left half back. That's Sean Bon O'Sullivan using the left foot to drive it up the field. Who's going to catch it up there? I wonder. None other than Gary Lynch. The man is inspirational at full back, and he works his way down the field, and then he gives a fist pass back behind, and the ball comes in as far as Jack Lynch. Jack Lynch is usually no nonsense man. This time he drives it inside. O'Croneen is trying to get it. Neil Murphy's there as well. Nobody fouled, and good decision by the referee to play advantage. And the ball inside, an opportunity for Naomh Abán, and it comes back to Kevin O'Leanching, and O'Leanching I thought got a belt on that occasion. The referee says he did, and he will give a free hit. Naomh Abán leading at a scoreline at 3 points to nil, and is there going to be another score as Micheál O'Croneen comes to take this one? And certainly you could bet your bottom dollar that Micheál O'Croneen will slap this one over the bar to get the 4th consecutive point for the men of Naomh Abán, and I can see Micheál O'Croneen. He pick him up here in the earphones, telling one of his players to use his head. And this one, is it gone over the bar? The answer is Bernard indicates, and there's 4 points to nil. And
Get another score on the board, come on!
here's the kick out on his way from Paddy Crowley. Oh yes indeed, Jack Lynch gets it. Jack Lynch driving it forward all the time. The man has made a huge impression in this game, let me tell you. And can Micheál O'Croneen keep it in play very close to the sideline? Did he step out over the line? I wonder. The referee says he did not. He finds the brother is Donald, and then Jack Lynch is into the attack as well. Can he give it outside? Sean Francis is all on his own, but Jack said I'll bury it over the bar, and that he does. the mighty Jack Lynch, getting his first point of the game to make it 5-0. That point coming after 22 minutes. And Jack Lynch was the man who sailed it over the bar, and a very, very good score from his perspective and from the Naomh Abán perspective, playing an absolutely stormer of a game out around midfield. And the ball being the kick out coming to into Wiseman, and certainly midfield a big change today, Jim.
Indeed, Bellavonie are playing a great game. I think the position of Michael Cronin at full forward is paying dividends. As we said, he's setting up scores now as well as taking them, and even though he's on a very, very good fullback in Niall Murphy, he's making great chance inside for Bellavonie, and their approach play is very good.
Again, it has been one over there. It's Coleman O'Toole winning. Coleman O'Toole give it out, and I think it's Gary Moore-O'Lynch that has it. And the man is absolutely inspirational. Remember, there is a man in the match award, the TSB man in the match award in this one, and certainly the early indications that to be a man in blue that would get it, but who knows? And it's Cronin's combining. It's Mihal that has it on this occasion, and then from away out the field he decides to bellow it, and this time it's gone off for a wide ball, wide number 5 for the men of Naomh Abán, but the score remains 5-0 in favour of Naomh Abán. That after 23 minutes.
2 points in the game. I would say, John, for a lot of us here today would have expected, that
the kick out will be coming from Pádraig O'Crooley, and Pádraig this time straight down the centre again. Do I see Jack anywhere rising for it? Normally he gets him. This time he doesn't get a rise at all, because it's Diarmuid O'Lynch at the wing forward, give it inside, but it's cut off by Noel Harrington. Playing well, Noel Harrington at right half back for the Castletownbere. As he tried to set up attack, he finds Eddie, and Eddie O'Sullivan give it behind to Sean Bon O'Sullivan. Sean Bon O'Sullivan will give it outside to Seamus Harrington. Harrington now joining up the attack, tearing up the midfield. He'd have blinded the last day, and he gives the ball inside, but the ball is cut off again, and it's Jack Lynch that has it. Jack Lynch to give it to Donald Cronin. Donald Cronin, the brother, is gone, and that's, I think, Sean Francis. And now there's an opportunity. I went wrong on that occasion, and we'll keep an eye here, because it comes to Mihal O'Cronin. Mihal O'Cronin trying to get somebody inside, and then he touches it off with his left foot, and another bad wide, and plenty of opportunities here for the men of Naomh Abán, because now they have 6 wides, and certainly, Jim, they could be so much further ahead.
They couldn't indeed, and again I suppose Mihal again playing a great game and winning great possession. He laid off a great ball to Kevin Lynch well ago, and he scored a great point. That time the same opportunity was on, but he went for a score himself. Normally Mihal and Fans would have scored, but unfortunately it just barely went outside the post.
And the kick out coming, the scoreboard says 5 points to no score, and it has been all Naomh Abán in this particular game. And line ball over there, a foul. I think Darragh O'Sullivan was the man who was pushed or hoosed or whatever out over the line, and I think it's Coleman O'Toole coming up to, well, I was going to say Coleman O'Toole's taking this one, but it's Mihal O'Cronin who's coming out to the 45-metre line to have a cut-off, taking this particular free, and it's actually a free, not a 45, and an opportunity for him maybe to drive the ball in around the danger area. I reckon it would be a bit too much to expect that the ball would land over the bar, and it's dropping, and it goes out for there was a little touch in it. Bernard spotted it. The umpire down there is very, very alert indeed, and he spotted there that there was a touch or a finger from a Castletownbere touch to it, and there will be that will result in the 45-metre free to be taken by none other than Mihal O'Cronin.
I think both sides have had a lot of wides. Castletown's 5, I think, to Bellavonie 6, but I think Bellavonie is more clear-cut, probably better creative scores. I think they'll be disappointed going in knowing, even though they are 5 points ahead, that a goal would liven up this game again. They know that they'll have to come out with the same urgency in the second half.
And Mihal O'Cronin getting ready to take this one off the 45-metre line. Is he going to sail this one over the bar? I wonder there. And looks good from, comes off the post. And that one looked like that was heading in that direction, but it came off the post, and it's out by Harrington, out of midfield, where it's got by Eddie. Eddie gives it to Wiseman. Donald Wiseman walking it up the field, and there made an opportunity here for Castletownbere. Jersey pulling, and the referee reaching into his pocket in the same action. And whether he's going to book somebody or not about that one, I'm not too sure, but definitely he's doing a little bit of scream Norrick. And there will be a free over there, and I'm sure that it's Donald Wiseman, or is he leave it behind, I wonder. And it's Wiseman who's going to take it himself, driving along and up the full forward line. And is there an opportunity here? And maybe there is one. The ball breaks for Sean O'Regan, and Castletownbere badly needing, and they score badly needing. Castletownbere scoring another wide, and Gary O'Sullivan was the man on that occasion who put that one out, and there are no changes in any of the teams so far, and the scoreboard remains 5 points to nil, and certainly Jimmy could do with a point for Castletownbere.
They could indeed. I think the Bellavonie defence are playing very well. You've mentioned Gary Lynch, he's absolutely outstanding inside there. Anthony Lynch keeping solid at centre back. But I think it's the midfield, as you've already said. Jack Lynch is outstanding there. The last, I think Castletownbere probably won that area, but today it's the other way around. Jack Lynch has made a big impression for Bellavonie.
Yes, I can see that Seamus Spencer has been brought out to centre forward, and it is an opportunity. And Spencer sending the ball across the field. I'm not too sure where that one was going, and it went out over the line. And sadly, nothing going right from a Castletownbere's perspective. The scoreboard remaining 5 points to nil, and another line ball to the men of Naomh Abán. And the line ball driven in towards us in the forward, but Sean Francis rising for it. Who's going to take this one? And the ball up as far as Donald Cronin. A lovely interchange there as he joins up with Diarmuid O'Leanchik still holding on to it, finding Darragh O'Sullivan giving it aside to Micheál Cronin, and Micheál Cronin giving a very adventurous pass across the side of the field here. Maybe knows where he's at, and he does because of Sean Francis. Cronin was Sean Francis fouled, I wonder, and he handled the ball on the ground, and Castletownbere are pleased about that one. As Donna Wiseman and Inda Wiseman out the field further now out the wing forward, and the ball given inside, but Jack Lynch drives onto it again, and Jack Lynch there, the referee's notebook coming out, and for Castletownbere, I'm sure that's going to receive the attention of going to have a word with the referee on this occasion. Just a little bit of a ticking process. I'm not too sure whose name went in, but it's a free in to Naomh Abán. 5 points to no score, and we're 28 minutes, and so it's a long time since I was at a match when we had a team that got no score in the first half. There's only 2 minutes to go to the short whistle before that eventuality could become a reality. The free is in beyond the 45-metre line. It's heading in the general direction, well driven inside, an opportunity, and there's a goal there, another goal, and the referee is allowing it. Diarmuid O'Leanchik was in there, and the green flag is raised superbly there in the air. The free coming in, I'm sure it was Sean Francis that took the free outside in the first place. It dropped in, the goalkeeper Porting was involved in the ball breaking, and Diarmuid O'Leanchik was in on the edge of it, and Diarmuid O'Leanchik was in there and getting that one and putting it into the back of the net, and certainly now it's making it so difficult, Jim, for the men of Castletownbere. 1-5 to no score.
I think so, Paddy. That was one of those goals that sometimes you get a free out, sometimes you wouldn't. I think the referee was right. The ball was inside the square for a while, fumbled by the Castletownbere backs, and Kevin finished it brilliantly.
And the ball going away up the field, and who's going to free to Castletownbere, and he's moving into a more advantageous position. And certainly, I suppose, he didn't want the situation. Well, I'm not saying that Castletownbere doesn't, that the referee wasn't quite, that he was doing the business correctly on this occasion. And there's a little bit of a yellow card after coming out into some member of the Naomh Abán defence up there. But I think the end result of all this is that it's going to be free in right in front of the goal now. I think it's going to be, yes indeed, and the Naomh Abán men have got their act together and decided to stop arguing. There's got over the bar, and the opening score from Sean O'Regan, that coming after the 30 minutes of play, and certainly that's saved what would be a unique record in Irish sport. And Castletownbere getting their first point, and I think the referee there calling for it. And certainly, Jim, I think the Castletownbere are in big trouble.
Well, the goal now was a big turning point again, Paddy. Like, it was a long ball in from Michael Cronin. The Ballavooney forwards kind of went towards it a little bit, but the goalie of the backs fumbled the ball. It went down. Kevin O'Leanchik just at the tip of his hand. It went in. I could see him looking around quickly just to see was it going to be allowed. And I think, it was one of those ones. Sometimes it would be allowed, sometimes it wouldn't. But from Ballavooney's point, they probably needed that with the way they played in the first half, because they played absolutely superbly. They have to come out and do it all again in the second half. Castletownbere came out against the wind the last, I remember, after being down at half time, and had to win the second half. They'll hope that they can gather their force together and make a big impression in the second half. They'll have to do it. So a lot of work for Ollie O'Sullivan to do at half time.
So there we have it at half time on a score line of Naomh Abán 1-5, Castletownbere just 1 point.
Come on, Ted! Come on, Jared! Come on, lads!
Yes, welcome back for the start of the second half here. And in our discussions at half-time, we realised that the two Cronas that I gave credit to for giving the taking the free in were both incorrect, and that was Donald Cronin was the man that actually sent in the free that ended up in the back of the net to make this score 1-5 to a point in favour of the men of Naomh Abán. The referee, Naomh Abán player down injured, Dennis Linehan, has the book out, and I presume there's a yellow card going to follow that. And I'm not too sure who the player is in question at the moment, as he's been tended to there by a number of the medical staff. And hopefully he'll be able to. I think this Justin O'Toole is the player that's down injured. And Justin, yes, and then someone goes up, and I can see that the man who was involved in that particular fracas in the wise man, that he comes and shakes his hand. So it's all very sporting here in Skibbereen, and it's Anthony Lynch about to set up another attack. He's been absolutely inspirational, but the brother Gary at fullback has been the first half man of the match from a Bellivone point of view, and the ball breaks again. Sean Francis Cronin running onto it, and Sean Francis putting this onto his right foot, but his right foot will register just another wide, I would imagine, and it's caught inside, and Castle not gone wide at all, because they come to Sean Bon O'Sullivan. Sean Bon O'Sullivan give it across the square, and an opportunity here comes to Neil Murphy, and the Castletownbere playing it very short indeed. The ball on the far side of the field, where it's caught by Noel Harrington, and Noel Harrington over there fisted in his, it's gone astray. Jack Lynch, he's playing brilliantly, and Jack Lynch give it to Donald Bohr inside, and he give it to Justin O'Toole joining the attack, and O'Toole then lashing it away over, and that one going off for a wide ball, and that's wide number 7, the first one of the second half. And we, after a minute and a half of play and a number of changes in the Castletownbere attack, but none of them personal, all positional changes in an attempt to get through for a couple of scores that they so badly need. The kick out is on its way from Padraig Crowley, dropping the far side of the field, and who's going to catch it over there? Naomh Abán win it, and it's with Jack Lynch once again, and Jack Lynch give it a shot, and it's an O'Croneen that has it. Donald O'Croneen trying to find Micheál O'Croneen, and Micheál O'Croneen this time not getting in top of it, but the player running onto there is Sean Francis Cronin, and did he overcarry that one there, or did he kick it over the bar? And it would to see that he's kicked that one over the bar. I thought there might be a slight hint of overcarrying, and that one over the bar after 2 minutes now to make it now 1-6 to a point in favour of the men of Naomh Abán. And certainly that was the second half start that they wanted, and without doubt the second half start the Castletownbere men did not want, and things certainly looking rosy now, Jim, for the men of Naomh Abán.
Indeed, a long ball into Micheál Cronin. He broke the ball down. Sean Francis picked it up, ran towards goal into about 21-yard line, and tapped it over the bar. A very good score for Bellivone.
Jack Lynch wins it there, and he gives it to the man who got the point a few minutes ago. That's Sean Francis Cronin. Give it inside, but it's cut off. Castletownbere, maybe they can build in this one. It comes this side of the field here, and Castletownbere badly needs to score, but the ball, I was going to say, it's cut off again, but Neil Murphy has it. Neil Murphy will give it to the man running on, and that's Seamus Harrington. Seamus Harrington bustling his way forward and having to check and turn behind. He gives out to Sean Bon O'Sullivan. Sean Bon O'Sullivan give it down the far side of the field, and can Sean O'Regan get out there and get a couple of scores? And running over there, good play now by the men of Castletownbere as Inda Wiseman comes cutting inside, and not Inda Wiseman, my apologies. There'll be a free in, and there's another card being, and there's quite a few cards after being distributed in this particular game, but they're all of only minor yellow nature, and the free which will be taken by Sean O'Regan. He'll probably be dropping in around the danger area, or maybe be going for the score as it drops in the place it off the 45-metre line, 3 or 4 metres off the in from the sideline, and an opportunity here. Is it going to be taken shortly? The indication is this. It's taken too short indeed, and that's when your luck is out, and it's cut out by Don Locally-Han, and he gives it across the field and give it to the man who's playing well in the first half, Damon O'Leanchik. Leanchik drop it up into the corner to Kevin O'Leanchik there is grounded, and the referee says to play advantage, and the advantage now accrues to Castletownbere, and then the referee will have to award the free, I would imagine, because there's one of the Castletownbere players down injured there, and Ollie O'Sullivan, the team coach, urging his side on because they need scores and they need them badly, and it's Neil Murphy who's been tended to as the medical people run out to make sure that he's okay, and he's in obvious distress out there, the Muntor Sculla. And the free will be taken by Sean Bon. Sean Bon driving up into the corner where it's taken by Sean O'Regan. Sean O'Regan being well mapped over there today by Paddy. I'm not going to say Paddy Hurley, but Sean O'Hurley. And now Seamus Spencer running onto it, but obviously very, very much injured. And he is fouled, and he commits the fouling. And obviously the fact that Seamus Spencer is more or less reduced to a passenger at this gym is very bad news indeed for Naomh Abán.
He is indeed, Paddy. He's got a bicycle short on. He's limping very, very badly. I think like that. I don't think he can offer much more in this game.
Come on, let's get the ball in.
And Seamus Spencer winning the ball out here, and he gives it outside, but again it's going to be cut off. Justin O'Toole playing well, but Justin O'Toole having the ball taken away. Spencer gets down on the ground, and unfortunately for him he can't get it up, but the referee Dennis Linehan giving a free in.
All right, Spencer. I have him, have his hands, I'm sorry for you.
Come on, Sean.
And if this free to be taken by Sean O'Regan, and is cut off by Anthony Lynch, playing superb at centre half back, and then takes a heavy shoulder charge. This man is as strong as a proverbial bull. And then he gives it out the field where it's taken by not Justin O'Toole, but Coleman O'Toole. And Coleman O'Toole fouled there, and the free which will be taken by, well, it was going to be taken by Donald O'Croneen, but Coleman O'Toole will take this one himself. And I can see that the sub that we were waiting for all day has eventually been made. Matthew Butcher coming in, and Seamus Spencer, the great Seamus Spencer, unfortunately unable to continue. Yes indeed, and welcome back here to Donovan Rossa Park in Skibbereen, and the only change that we've had is a point for Sean Francis Conan and Naomh Abán since half time, and that makes it 1-6 to the Ballivona men, a point to the men of Castletownbere. And the bad news for Castletownbere continues, because unfortunately for them, Seamus Spencer, their star player, is out, and the rumour that he sustained a hamstring injury during the week obviously had a lot of foundations. And we'd like to welcome listeners back to from West Cork to us here in the commentary position in Donovan Rossa Park here in Skibbereen, and they play 1-6 to a point in favour of Naomh Abán. And the referee is going to throw it up between a player from either side. Dennis Linehan throwing the ball up in the air, the ball breaking as it usually does in these situations, and the Naomh Abán man that won it there is fouled. And actually, well, he's not fouled because he's left play on Donald O'Croneen, drop it inside, and out comes into Wiseman, playing well now as he works his way out. An opportunity maybe for the Castletownbere men to get back into this game and get a few scores that they badly need. And the free is taken. This comes to Neil Murphy. Neil Murphy recovers from injury, then he plays it across the field. There's Naomh Abán men all low, They've been all over the field, and another free, and maybe this free, and somebody's name here, I think it's Anthony Lynch's name, that's going into the referee's notebook on this occasion. And certainly it's a huge uphill struggle now, 1-6 to a point in favour of Naomh Abán.
It is indeed. I think Castletownbere have made a movement that they noticed that Micheál Conan was kind of orchestrating it out of the Ballivona forward movement. They put Jonah Wiseman back to try and hold him there.
Yes, and the free is dropping in from Seamus Harrington. And what's going to rise out of this? Nothing, only Anthony Lynch winning it. Give it to Jack Lynch, no relation over on midfield, but playing a stormer. Jack Lynch, a long ball up the field, no nonsense stuff, right up into the corner. Kevin Lynch is coming out, but this time it's taken over there. And the Castletownbere men coming attacking. Seamus Harrington has it. Harrington give it inside as far as Gary Butcher. And Gary fall into the ground, but maybe he'll get up at some stage, and then he overcarried it. And then the free out, and he's not very impressed about that one. And Gary there was the man that was fouled on that occasion, and Anthony Lynch will come out and take this one, and he'll deliver this off the left foot, nice and low on the ground. And it's got off by Seamus Harrington. Anthony's giving better food. Anthony Lynch dropping it in. Now an opportunity towards Gary again, and this time the Butcher grabs and the Butcher shoots, but he was fouled. Surely he was heading towards goal on that occasion, and Anthony Lynch is the man that was involved in that there. And if another yellow card appeared, and we now have the score from Ballygoody. It's Kishgame 1-4 to 7 points, 9 minutes into the second half. Johnny Doody was the man who got the goal there for the Kishgame, and is there going to be another draw there? As there's a free here, Sean O'Regan, 1-6 to Ballivona, and Sean O'Regan makes it 2 points to Carol. Sean O'Regan and 2 points to Castletownbere, and Martin now down to 1-4, 7 points between them. Certainly will come through for many the occasion, and a comeback. This would be some comeback indeed if it materialised, because Naomh Abán seem to be holding all the aces in this particular neck of the woods, and their manager out there, Jimmy Allen, obviously very impressed with the side selectors, Johnny Allen, Mickey Lynch, and of course the team coach Micheál Creedon putting Trojan work into this particular preparation. And Jack Lynch comes to midfield, wins it there, but it's taken time, and Marty coming through trying to get it. Marty Butcher there trying to get the ball, and not will succeeding in doing so, and there'll be a free, the free which will be taken in the left half-back position by Coleman O'Toole, Justin's brother. Coleman rashing this one up the field, and he drive it towards the full forward line, but out comes Inda Wiseman, doesn't collect because Inda Wiseman was pushed in that occasion, and now Castletownbere very anxious to get on with it. But remember, they trail on the scoreline of 1-6 to 2 points. The free is quickly taken, and it comes to Wiseman again. He's operating rotating back at full back in the attempt to curb the influence of Naomh Abán, and Castletownbere, I suppose, would be quite pleased enough the way the second half has begun. Secondly, it couldn't have been worse than the first half from their perspective. Gary Lynch leaving it behind, and the Naomh Abán men walking out the field. The referee not spotting the infringement. It comes to Justin O'Toole, and Justin O'Toole, a workhorse of the highest nature around midfield. He wins it, throws it up into the corner, and coming out there is it Kevin O'Leaching, I wonder, and he gives it back as far as Diarmuid O'Leaching, and Diarmuid O'Leaching moving forward now, and a lovely pass inside. Oh, this is good football from Naomh Abán, and then he gives it to a star in the making, and that's Jack Lynch giving it up into the corner, and now is there another score building? Is it Dara O'Sullivan's corner? Whoever it was, he was turned upside down and fouled, and I'd imagine there'll be another booking in. Dennis Linnen has been the busier, has shown the yellow card on more than a few occasions today, and it must be a brewery after opening up here behind me, because I see a man after coming down from behind the lorry here with a pint of Guinness in his hand, and where he secured such a novelty in this day, I'm not too sure. There's a free end which will be taken by Donal O'Croneen, and we have to move from the commentary position here a bit to pick this one up, as this one is going to be placed in the exact spot. And Donal O'Croneen, and seemingly he was the man who took the free earlier on that I was getting mixed up with another brother. And Donal, the last time he took a free before half time, it ended up in the back of the net. And this one is from a lot further out, obviously. Is he going to whip it any time now? And this is a mighty drive from Donal O'Croneen, and it does it sail over the bar. And that one, yes indeed, a wide ball over the bar it goes. And that certainly was a kick of a major proportion. And Naomh Abán ate your heart out. That was another mighty kick, Jim Nolan.
It was indeed a super score. I'd say everybody expected Naomh Abán to take all these scores, but that was a tremendous kick, I'd say, from about 45 yards, 45 metres out by the left-hand touch, and a great score by Donal Factor-Cronin.
Yes indeed, and that makes it now 1-7 to 2 points in favour of Naomh Abán. Are they about to take the Intermediate Championship, the TSB sponsored Intermediate Championship, the last one of this century, and a massive kick out the far side of the field. Coleman is underneath it, he won't catch him, this man does though, and that's Donal Factory O'Croneen. He gives it inside to Diarmuid O'Leaching when he can throwing a hand pass out again, and this one is thrown out to the right half back, and that's Donal behind. He drop it in. Oh, it's caught superbly over there, but the ball breaks, and is there another opportunity for another score? Padraig Crowley's out. Padraig Crowley gives it out the far side of the field, and now Naomh Abán, the Castletownbere, come attacking down the field, and certainly the heads are down on the Castletownbere side of the field here, as they're under savage pressure indeed to come back into this game, trailing a scoreline of 1-7 to 2 points, 12 minutes into the second half. And secondly, certainly it looks like that the trophy heading to the Mid-Cork Gaeltacht, and a free over there, and this time it's Donal O'Croneen about to take this one. It's on the 45 metre line. The only difference this time, it's a metre in from the far sideline, and last time he kicked it was the finest kick I've seen for a long time, and he gets another opportunity, and we expect him to drop it in around the goal mouth area. It's way up in the air all right, but this time I think it's going to sail off for a wide ball unless it kept in play, and it wasn't kept in play. It just dropped wide despite the best attention there of Kevin O'Leaching, and Padraig O'Crooley will be taking the kick out with a lot more urgency now. Let me tell you, his side trailing on that massive scoreline of 1-7 to 2 points. And 8 points in a football match is a huge lead, and particularly when you have only scored 2 in something like 43 or 4 minutes. Remember Bandon, the Cork Junior hurling champions, 11 points to 1-7 victors over near neighbours Corsi Rovers, half break for courses, but a great win for Bandon. And Sean Francis Croneen, does he put that one over the bar? And we'll wait to indicate the white flag has arisen, and it's Sean Francis getting his second point of the game to make it now 1-8 to 2 points. And to borrow an overused cliche, I would imagine that it's looking it's all too academic at this stage, Jim.
It is indeed. I'd say for the first maybe 7 or 8 minutes of the second half, Castletownbere have risen their game, but stopped Belavonie from playing a fluent game. But Belavonie are back into that now. The game has probably deteriorated somewhat, but Belavonie in the last minutes have picked it up again, got 2 good scores, and they're going out of the reach totally of Castletownbere now.
Well, Castletownbere, the hard battlers that they are, will fight to the very bitter end, and certainly there'll be a great amount of pride. And now there, one of them in the Wiseman, he's fouled, and he gives it to one of their players who played so well, and that's Noel Harrington. And Harrington dropping it in. It's dropping just outside the square, rising for it there is Gary Butcher, but there's a boot going in, and this time an opportunity for Sean, and the penalty, and certainly, like the curate saying, I'd say it was soft in parts, no doubt in the world about that one. And the referee was in there like a shot to award a penalty, and I didn't see that, but maybe there was a boot somewhere within an attempt to block it down. And as we watch here, who's going to be taking this one? I presume this none other than Sean O'Regan would be the player that we asked to step up and take it. And it's 182 points. And of course, from a neutral point of view, and I don't think it is Sean O'Regan is the player. And we'll have to check to know who's been asked to take this one. And it seems to be Alan Harrington is the player. Not Alan Harrington, no, I'm just keeping an eye on who's taking this one. Sean Dean, I would imagine. Sean Dean, yes, is the player who's standing over this one. And certainly for the neutrals and from Castletownbere, this has to rattle the back of the net. But standing inside of the great goalkeeper as well. Donegal done in, and it's gone in, a goal for Castletownbere. And who knows that maybe miracles do happen and maybe will happen. It's now 1-8 to 1-2, and we're after 15 minutes of the second half here. 1-8 to 1-2, and unless you're a Ballyvonie supporter, that goal was badly needed by this particular match.
Well, it was very badly needed, but in the same time, Ballyvonie have a 6-point lead, playing the better football. But as you just said a while ago, these are fighters. Castletownbere are fighters. But I think if Ballyvonie keep their heads, keep playing football, they should be too good to hang on, but Castletownbere are fighters.
The kick out is coming, Jack is underneath it there, and so too is the mighty Eddie, and it's not Eddie Roach, and they give a lovely ball inside to Sean Dean moving forward, pouring forward Dino, and he gives a pass outside, and then another free into Castletownbere. Dennis Linehan is down, giving the free in. The daughter, he sends his love to you. He met me in the dressing room, he told me that was late when you got in last night, but he'll forgive you for that. And the free to be taken here, Sean O'Regan. It's 1-3 to Castletownbere, it's 1-8 to Naomh Abán, 5 between them. And who knows, the man who was Jono's brother, we were told, has made an emergence out of the dugout. And maybe there's life. Well, there was always life in Castletownbere. But if they were to come back and win this one, certainly it would be the greatest miracle of all time. And they'd paid more than goats, let me tell you, if that happened. The kick-out will be taken by Donegal O'Donnell as he gets ready to drive it down the field, pick it off the inside the 20-metre line. Good kick-out from him. Who's going to rush onto it? Coleman O'Toole, a man who's played outstanding football. And then the ball is knocked away from him, and it's Dino coming again. He's already, and Dino drives it. Can that one go over? And the answer is no. It's a wide ball. They're furious with the umpire down there, but Bernard is intrinsic. And the mighty, is it? I don't believe it. Alan O'Regan has come in. And is that Alan O'Regan coming into the side? And this is certainly a miracle in the making, that Alan O'Regan is on for Castletownbere, and he gets a belt when he comes in after 2 minutes, and this will test him out. The belting match is on, and Sean O'Regan is in, and there's players moving in left, right and centre. And O'Regan came in, and there was a little bit of argy-bargy going on in this game. They should just settle down for any moment now. And Alan O'Regan come in, and Bernard has been spoken. The referees have a word with Bernard. That's the umpire down underneath the post there, and the referee gone back in again, and is he going to call a player aside, I wonder? And certainly the peace has been restored, and Micheál O'Crody or Micheál Queen is in on the pitch, just telling his players to settle down and pop themselves on. And this will eventually fizzle out. But Alan O'Regan coming on after that serious car accident, and I just could not believe it. And Castletownbere, after getting a goal and a point, it's 1-3 to Castletownbere, it's 1-8 to Naomh Abán, 5 between them, and the referee is booking Alan O'Regan's name is going to go into it as well. And I would imagine that so too will the name of Paddy O'Murraku. And yellow to both, and peace will be restored. And certainly we always know that when Castletownbere are playing, you get entertainment, no matter of what nature, but entertainment will be supplied. The kick out is on its way from the cool border. Donegal O'Donnell, and a couple of minutes ago it looked so academic. We thought the show was over, and the fact Eddie was into the third verse of her rendition. The kick out is coming. Eddie's rising, and now the Castletownbere man is a Dino again. They catches it. The man is absolutely inspired, and I think that way was in the first half, and it's in the Wiseman, I think, to pull that one down, and the referee said there's going to be a throw-in ball. And it's a throw-in on the 45-metre line. Justin is after urging his man out of it, and it comes to Anthony O'Leanching. Anthony walking his way forward, gives a little bit of a hand-off, and then gives a long pass up the field, and is Anthony Lynch looking for the free above. He doesn't get it, and it's Castletownbere who win it again. And that man Noel Harrington, when everyone else was playing poorly, Noel Harrington was playing inspirational football. And The ball, the free is awarded forward. Matthew Butcher is in, and Harrington has gone down the side here. And now it's Harrington that has it, and he's going to chip it into the danger area. Regan is aside, and Regan fists it, but out it goes. Sean O'Regan may keep it in play, who knows? Very close to the line. He's been mapped well over there today, let me tell you, by Sean O'Helaha, or Sean O'Hurlaha. And O'Regan has it. O'Regan from a difficult angle. Oh, there from Sean O'Regan. Oh, what a man indeed. It goes from Sean O'Regan. And good God Almighty, we give the score, which says now Castletownbere 1-4, Naomh Abán 1-8, 4 points between them. We're going to Parky Keane.
I think the play around midfield is going to be vital at this stage. I think all the game up to for 40 minutes of the game, totally dominated by Ballyvourney. They were told control the game, but the last 5 minutes or so, Castletownbere have taken over around midfield, and so the scores have gone. The penalty has given them a lifeline, and since then they've narrowed the gap to 4 points. At this stage, it's going back to be anyone's game again.
The kick out is on its way. Who's going to win this one? It's Dino down on top of it again, and he is fouled out there, and the referee is calling in the medical attention. Listen, the player still down injured out there in the middle of the field, and I think it's Sean Dean, or maybe I got that wrong, and certainly wouldn't be the first time getting scores or scorers wrong today, but the only thing that matters is the scoreboard. There's 4 between them, and at one stage it was 1-8 to 2 points. There was 9 between them, and they've brought it back, and it has been some great comeback by Castletownbere. We said they were battlers, they were warriors, but won't imagine that there's another kick in Ballyvourney that will ensure that the cup goes to their neck of the woods. And the player down injured has picked himself up off the ground, and he will continue. And the free will be taken by Wiseman Ende as he stands out in midfield looking up, and will drop this into the danger area, I'd imagine, again. And there's every place here is a danger area, and the ball is breaking kindly, and the man that gets it is Noel Harrington, but the ball is taken away from Noel Harrington. Comes out to the brother Seamus, and Seamus Harrington puts it up in the field and up in the air and out over the gap, and a wide ball. And the wides tally for Castletownbere, 8 to Castletownbere, 8 to Ballyvourney. So the chance is going to beg it from both sides. 22 minutes gone in this one, and certainly, Jim, you have to give credit Castletownbere for entertainment, if nothing else.
Indeed, Paddy, but I think Ballyvourney will have to settle it down out. At the moment, everything is great for Castletown all over the field, but I think all Ballyvourney have to do is settle down on the middle of the field and get their running game going again.
It's dropping into the danger area. The ball is breaking kindly for the men of Naomh Abán, and it will be worked out by a mighty O'Toole. He gives it to a mighty Sean Francis, and Sean Francis Cronin. The referee says to play advantage, sensible play, Dennis Linehan, and that one is very close to the sideline. It's gone all over the line. It's a line ball to Castletownbere, and will be on its way down once again. And the free is taken. Sean Bond O'Sullivan. Sean Bond give it inside to Neil Murphy. Neil. And a free where the ball lands, and standing over it, who's going to take this one? And Gary Lynch was underneath it, but it wasn't Gary's fault. The foul was committed further out. It's the mighty and one and only Sean O'Regan standing over this one, and O'Regan getting ready to take it. There are 4 between the sides, and O'Regan has been known to kick mighty kicks. He kicks another mighty kick. Sean O'Regan kicks it. There was 9, now there's 3, and then they're both going over the far side of the field. Eddie's having a little scrap out there. Now is a testing time for the management that make up Naomh Abán. The game is down to 3 points. It's absolutely unbelievable stuff. 1-3 without reply.
Come on, boys, come on. 10 minutes left. Come on, guys. Come on, come on.
And another huge kick out. Who's going to catch it? Harrington is underneath it, and there was a pull down, but there's a free to Naomh Abán, and Jack has it. Jack is Jack Lynch, and he gives it behind to Micheál O'Croneen, playing further out the field now. He gives it inside. I think there's Wee Dara who'll get it, and he's gone out of space for a minute, and he will come back any moment now. And is it gone out over the line, I wonder, or what is it? It's a free or a line ball, I'm not too sure, because it's in there's no doubt about it. Whatever it is, it's in favour of the men from Ballyvourney. There are 3 points between them, and there are 6 minutes left in it, and certainly This game has worn the cockles of a cold hat, if there are any cold hats here, and then the fist got into it. But the referee spotted something, and is it a free out once again? Yes, indeed, Dennis Linehan, and the free is quickly taken. It's a bad kick out, and it comes to the mighty Jack, and Jack Lynch bellows it up in the air and out for a wide ball. So Padraig Crowley does a let off.
Get up behind that goal. One behind that goal. One behind
Yes, indeed, there was 9 at one stage. Now there's 3. Back to 3 points. There's 3 between them. It's Naomh Abán in the lead, and the mighty Jack Lynch has gone up into the sky, and he has fallen from above. But the Lear is in his hand, and is the referee going to throw it in once again? There are 6 minutes left in it, and certainly a most entertaining game. 9, and then they got a goal in 3 without reply. We waited a while. It's 13 minutes, the 13-minute and a half with the last goal from the men of Naomh Abán. There's a free to Castletownbere. 3 points between the sides. The ball is out the field, and out comes O'Hirlaha, and Sean O'Hirlaha, the Sterling cornerback, is inside to Micheál O'Croneen. O'Croneen copped in, and he gives off UCC last week, and he gives a lovely ball inside, and now it's Croneen, and space opening up in front of him. If he can turn the gap, oh, he's fouled, surely a referee, and there's a free in. A free in, and a great move down the field, and maybe that was the attack that was needed to lift the siege, and it's Micheál O'Croneen standing over this one. Or is he going to leave the brother take it? I wonder. It's another booking, but I don't think they're of any serious nature unless you receive a second one of them, and O'Croneen is the man, and certainly Stanley could be a mid-Cork. Well, it's going to be certainly one of the hurlers are from mid-Cork, but the big shock there is that Blarney are on their way, and Naomh Abán are on their way as well. It's now gone up to 4 points, 1-9 to 1-5, and that was a point that maybe at the end of the day will be the one that will be judged and won the championship.
Very badly needed party, because in fairness, Ballavooney were strolling home 1-9 to 3 points. Castletownbere got a penalty, great score by Sean Dean, and since then Castletownbere have taken over this game totally. Down 3 points and in the game, but at that point a very settling effect probably in Ballavooney.
Jeff O'Connell has got a goal for Ballincollig. There's a goal in that one. There are 4 points here. Ballincollig trailing Blarney, and there are shocked faces around here in the hurling fraternity. The ball is landing on the 40-metre line. Who's going to catch it? It's in the hands of a black and white, and there's a free end, and the free, there's another player being booked, and Dinoco O'Linehan has handed out a number of yellow cards on this particular occasion, but it wasn't a dirty game. There are 4 minutes left in the game. 4 minutes and 4 points between the sides, and there's a free in to the men of none other than Castletownbere. Standing over it is a midfield general called Seamus Harrington, as he gets ready to take it. And remember, there was 9 between the sides, 13 minutes into the second half, and then an absolutely unbelievable comeback as Harrington gets ready to take this one. It's 47 metres out before Harrington kicks it. It's dropping, but it's going to drop wide. I would imagine there's still, and Anthony has it. And Anthony is Anthony O'Leanching. What a star this man is. We always do. But it's caught by Eddie, not the Roach version. And he gives the ball inside to Sean O'Sullivan, who gives it to Wiseman. Wiseman is blocked on, but he might get it back again. He won't, because the mighty Jack does. Jack Lynch knocks a man and then boots the ball up the field. Who's he going to give this one to? To Justin Touma. But Justin has the ball taken away. And Neil Murphy. And there's a booking here from Micheál O'Croneen again. And there's 2 Castletownbere men after hitting the duck. It's Donal O'Croneen. And those Croneen men have me totally confused from start to finish. But we can tell you now that it's 1-9 Tickish game, 11 points, and there's only 2 minutes left in that one. And 1-9 to 11 points, just a point between the sides. And there's a yellow card being doled out here to Donal Factory O'Croneen. There are 4 points between them. The clock says 28 minutes. There will be 1 or 2 minutes of injury time, I would imagine. It's Blarney 2-8, Ballincollig 1-8. Jeff after getting an important goal for Ballincollig. And now there's a free in. It's dropping inside. And who's going to ride? There's a fist out for it. And the fist is out. But they thought there was a free in. There is 2. And there's a free in to Castletownbere. And a man who came all the way up from the corner, Mike O'Leary, was the player who earned that particular free. There's 4 between them. Naomh Abán 1-9, Castletownbere 1-5, and the free is thundering now, because is O'Regan going to have a cut off it? And certainly the mighty Sean O'Regan thought about it, but the sensible thing I would imagine would be to tap it over the bar. It is gone over the bar from Sean O'Regan, and the margin is down to 3 now, and the hats are ticking all over the place. And the time. They're checking time with the referee. Well, we can tell you there's 29 minutes gone in it. Dennis Linehan looks at the watch. Is the cup on its way to the famed Gaelic village of Ballymoney, or is there another kick yet? There are 3 points between them, 1-9 to 1-6. 'Twas 9 points at one stage. The kick out is coming from the cool ball, and Donegal Deneen drop it inside. Who's going to get it? They're grovelling for it as if their life depending on it. They're the free in. They're the Bay free to the men from the peninsula, the Castletownbere, the capital of that neck of the woods. And there are men leaving here, but it's not because they think it's all over, but because under the ball breaking, tis caught inside. The butcher has it. He gives a pass, and O'Regan is grounded. And there's a shot, and it's stopped on the goal line. And then the boot going in. Paddy Murphy was the man that saved the day for the mid-cock men. And it was in around the goal mouth, and certainly this is Trojan stuff. And it looked like a pity that a penalty at one stage when Allen was going to be grounded. But Paddy Murphy is a hero of heroes because he saved the day there, getting the ball off the line. Certainly, Jim, this is more than entertainment.
Unbelievable stuff, Paddy. I mean, as we were saying, after maybe 10 minutes of the second half, or that the game was more or less all over. But when that penalty came from the Castletownbere, even this minute are really taking over all over the field. That point by Micheál Crone from the free was very, very important. It's going to be a fight to the finish. You can still see a goal coming, but I think it's important for Castletownbere to have to come out and fight, keep going. Ballymoney have to defend. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen. The last 2 or 3 minutes are going to be hectic.
And then Micheál Creedon, who's the team coach of Naomh Abán, has had words with Dennis Linehan, checking his watch. But Mr. Lynn has informed that his watch is the only one that matters. Donald Sullivan from Ballymoney moving forward. Can he give a lovely ball inside to Justin Tuma? Oh, they're attacking after coming across to do proud to any Premiership player earning £40,000 a week. The referee Dennis Linehan looks at the watch. Is he going to blow it up? He's reaching into the pocket. Well, no, it is into the sock he's going to reach, and he's going to give a free to Castletownbere. But it's back on their own 45-metre line. And there's a goal between the sides. 1-9 to Naomh Abán, 1-6. And what's Mr. Wiseman going to do now? Across the field it goes, and Anthony rises. Anthony doesn't get the man that does. Is it Dino has it? Dino's moving forward, and he's grounded 45 metres from ground and from home. And is there a free? Well, there is no doubt about it, Mary, but there's a free in. And Sean Regan has it. He's looking up, and he's going to drop this into the danger area. No doubt in the world about this one. He's no notion. I'd imagine they're running across him left, right and centre. And he's dropping this one. And is it gone over the bar, or is it gone for a wide ball? And it's gone for a wide ball. Sean O'Regan drops to the ground in dismay. And surely now, with 32 minutes gone in this game, 2 minutes of injury time, a famous victory for the managerial supremo, Micheál Creedon, the team manager Jimmy Allen, the selectors Johnny Allen, and of course Mickey Lynch. The team, the secretary of the club, Pather O'Callaghan, quite spoken Pather, the team, the club chairman, John Murphy, and John O'Leary is the treasurer. But maybe there's more in it, and who knows? The ball is won over there by a man who's playing so well indeed, Coleman O'Toole, and Coleman O'Toole out over the line, and a line ball, and would you believe it? It's the Castletownbere. Nobody leaving, nobody but nobody. It's dropping in. Anthony rises, Anthony breaks it, Jack picks it up, and the Jack is Jack Lynch. Walk it out, 3 between them, but it's won back by the councillor and the bishop, and that's Harrington. He gives it inside to Regan, Sean O'Regan, and Sean O'Regan. Allen is underneath it, there's a fist in from Allen, and the ball is breaking. The man falls over it, and Anthony Lynch will pick it up. And surely there can't be any time left now. Jack has it, he gives it to Micheál O'Croneen, and Micheál O'Croneen holding it up like a veteran. Micheál O'Croneen, is it going to be second county medal in a week, I wonder? But it isn't yet, because there's another line ball. And certainly this has been some marvellous comeback from Castletownbere, and a great holding out job by the men of Naomh Abán. The ball is dropping down. Who's going to get onto it? And it's the full forward, not the full forward. In there, O'Regan is in there, and the ball is in the square, but it's cleared out once again. And out over the line, it will probably go for other time. It won't, is kept in play. And running onto it there, Don Logan behind, and Marty Butcher. And there's a free for a push down in the Butcher. The Butcher has been pushed, and you push a Butcher at your peril. And the free must be taken again. It's the advantage is accruing. Castletownbere have lost it, and out will come and Don Lehan. Justin Tuma lays a man out and then moves it to Micheál O'Croneen. Up the field it goes, there's 3 between them. Dara is running onto it, and so too is the mighty O'Leary Mike. Mike wins it to Neil Murphy. Neil Murphy gives it inside, and Noel Tim has it. Noel Tim O'Sullivan. There's 3 between them. Castletownbere trailing by 3. The Butcher has it, Marty. Can he spot the man this side of the field? Hit up. And the man is Noel Harrington. This is unbelievable that Noel Harrington, but the Gary of the Anthony has it. And the Anthony Lynch is dragged to the ground and a free out. It gives us a minute to breathe. 34 minutes gone in a most pulsating second half of a match. There's 3 between them. 1-9 to 1-6. Naomh Abán are in the lead. The referee is pointing to the Uradol. He could blow the Uradol now then, because there's surely not much more time. But can you imagine they have it again? They are Castletownbere, and they drive it forward. There's a Butcher in the sky, and he grabs it down from above. He's pushing forward. Jonah Loma each your hat out, and it's gone wide. Surely there's no more action now. The watch says 35 minutes gone, 5 minutes of injury time, and this is not good for the half soul of anyone. Micheál Creedon is drained from the head, because there's certainly pressure on all concerned, and both teams are to be given incredible credit. The kick out is coming from the galloping Donegal in. Naomh Abán, the champions of Cork, and Anthony Lynch, the gentleman that he is, he goes and he shakes hands and he talks to Sean Dean and commiserates with him, and then shake hands to the referee. The scoreboard says Naomh Abán 1-9, Castletownbere 1-6. Naomh Abán intermediate champions. And
Congratulations, well done, boy. They came back there near the end.
on the arm, boy. Denjo, I think we'll send it.
So we have Sean Lynch from Naomh Abán here to accept his presentation.
Jonathan. Come on, Pierre, come over here. Dara, come over here.
Sean Lynch, should you come up here, please? We'll move things on. Jack Lynch, isn't it?
Jack!
Just a second, I want to say a second because I know last year going to be disorderly listening to me, but first of all, on behalf of the O'Donnell and Roscoe J Club, I just want to represent our thank the two teams for what went on the last two occasions, and both sets of supporters that it is a pleasure to have the like of football that was played the last two games on this part of the country. Everything went well, and once again, thanks very much for our 2 great days out. Secondly, my main function is representing the sponsors of TSB Bank that once again what goes on today is the reason why institutions get involved in sponsoring the like of it. And on behalf of the bank, I know we're very proud to be associated with the J and Cork, and again, once again, as a result of what went on today, that's why people get involved in things. To Castletownbere, being a West Corkman myself, lads, my sincere commiserations. It would have been a pleasure to have you up, but I suppose the only bright thing to come out of it, at least the Bear division stays as strong as it ever has been. And to finish, to Naomh Abán of Ballybor, I look forward to happy shoulders off you in the year ahead. You're a joy to watch, lads, and I hope that you have success in the senior ranks, and once again, welcome up. And to finish my part of the evening, I'd just like to shake this man's hand again for a fellow in midfield. He was absolutely outstanding. I now hand over to Jim Corlin for the thing you've all been waiting for, and to finish, enjoy the night ahead, less than a couple of nights ahead.
Son Costa Kunde, Babalam Kogad, who Dungayan, a sort of clear Otuk, dim leader in Oak, August Eran Keel, or 3 shafts in our hand. Babalam Bekas Gualish and Mortor, don't call it Lincoln. I talked on where I share job in some telling on what to be winter by the whole be better or to work Castletownbere cool you know she there alles is the wir bo tilte ma eg never ban alles nicht bunor kon som kapten Gary Moran.
Morning Ordnance Colin Glocka, Archeon, Fern Ballybor. I'm very proud to accept this cup on behalf of the team. It's been 22 years since this cup has been in Ballybor. It's been a long wait, but I think the wait is over because that's where it's going tonight. I'd like to thank a few people on behalf of the team. First of all, I'd like to thank our selectors and trainers, Micheál Creedon, Johnny Allen, Jimmy Allen, and Mickey Lynch. Only for their commitment over the year and their dedication to us, we would not be here today. I'd especially like to thank our manager and trainer, Micheál Creedon and Jimmy Allen. They've put this team first since they took up the job last January, and I think those two boys are the real heroes here today. I'd like to thank our chairman, John Murphy, and the club for helping us out in any way they could during the year. I'd also like to thank Coleman Toomey, Johnny Lucy, and Mick Scannell, who've taught and motivated this team before championship games. Well done, lads. I'd like to thank the lads that put on the great work in all the year. They're a great bunch of lads, and I've no doubt we'll stick together next year and we'll have a good long campaign of playing senior football. I'd like to thank our supporters for travelling down in large numbers here today and for supporting us throughout the year. I'd also like to thank, I think, Margaret and Jimmy Scanlon, who took great care of the kit during the year and the dressing rooms. Well done. I'd especially like to thank Kilmatra GA for providing us with their field and their facilities over the last number of weeks. It's very much appreciated by each one of the players. It's very much appreciated by each one of the players, the selectors and the club. Thanks very much. Finally, I'd like to thank Castletownbere for the fair and competitive game they've given us here today. We've met them over the last number of years and it's always been a tough battle, and today was no different. And I'd like to ask you now to give them 3 cheers. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! I'm also looking forward to seeing one of our squad make it back next year. That's Jonathan McCarthy. He's a man that should be here today. He's played up through the ranks with me, underage, for the last number of years. And I'm hoping he'll be back next year or play senior football with the rest of us. Well done, Jonathan. Thanks very much.
When the lead down.
Because the lads have worked hard over the year, and it's nice to be going home with a cup today.
In some respects, a totally different game to the last day. You were so far ahead at half-time that it looked as if there was no way back to Castletownbere.
Well, very different from the last day it was, yeah. I suppose maybe we were a bit nervous the last day going out, since it was the first county final for a lot of the lads. But I think the last day helped us a lot, and it proved today for the first half lads performed very well, like they should.
You seem to have learned a lot from 3 weeks ago. You got stuck in right from the off and there was no loose marking today.
That's right, the lads did an amount of work. They kept it tight. We were told to keep it tight, and they did what they're told, and everything worked out in the day.
Did you believe at half-time that when the show was over, the goal had just come immediately before the break?
Definitely not, no. You know, the first day that we went out, you know, we were up a point after playing against the wind, and we came out in the second half and had a tough battle, and today was the same thing. You know, Castletownbere, they came out firing in the second half, and they gave us a run for their money.
The one thing that was noticeable today versus the last day, he didn't concede midfield today.
No, we changed midfield around. Jack got man of the match there. He was playing midfield and played tremendously well. And I think that was the reason, like, that they turned around.
At one stage they were within 3 points of you and things looked a little bit hairy, and only for heroic defending. I know that by Paddy Murphy or one of the defenders the ball would have been in the net. Was there any stage that you thought that it might slip away from you?
It was kind of shaky there, I suppose, towards the end of it at times in the second half. But lads dug deep and they tightened up on the marking, you know, and we just got away with it.
What does it mean to be playing senior football next year?
I think it's a dream come true for most of the lads, you know. We've been trying over the last number of years and things haven't been going that good, you know. We got knocked out in the first and second round, but this year things getting good. But I think it was all the work the lads put in at the start of the year. Some of our squad were training before Christmas last year, and I think I told today.
And plenty of medals in the Lynch household for the winter.
That's right, I suppose. This is the nice one to get anyway.
Thanks very much. Naomh Abán, team manager Jimmy Allen is with me here. Obviously, Jimmy, delighted I'm sure to be going home with the cup.
Unreal, actually, we just can't get over it. You know, we have to train 12 months, nearly 2 years for this, like, just to come away with this stage, everything. We're looking forward to it.
Did you believe at half-time that in some respects the show was over?
Well, to be honest, we came in at half-time, we all spoke to the lads, and we know Castletownbere don't through the years, like, they go throw everything at us, like, you know. We knew what was coming. We were ready for it. We were okay, let's our backs up the walls there for a bit, like, but we came out to it. We 6 great backs. We were great panel of players, like, it's a team job, like, and really at the end of the day, and that's the solid ones.
And Michal you spoke about is Michal Creedon, the team coach, obviously Michal, it's fair to say that she learned a lot from 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, we learned a lot. I always felt that, and I think I said it too. I thought we would learn more from the drawing game than Castletownbere did. Some of our players didn't play well on the day. I think the occasion might have got them to the county final for a lot of fellas, and I think that's probably what happened.
He struggled big time at midfield 3 weeks ago. That didn't happen today.
No, we struggled midfield probably all through this campaign, but the man that got man of the match today was out with a knee injury and was only coming back to grips with football over the last 6 or 7 weeks. We brought him in against St. Vincent's. He played for about 10 minutes and he started here the last day, and as you can see he just wasn't fully fit, but I think today he proved all the pundits that he's a good player.
Jimmy, 1-5 to a point ahead at half-time. Even you must have been surprised with that half-time score.
Well, I suppose we won away, like, but like I said, we've a great bunch of players, like, you know, and they played football the way they can play football. We have great footballers in this club, like, you know, and they went out and they did the job the way it should be done in the first half.
And we expecting the onslaught from them, which did come, particularly after they got the goal from the penalty.
Oh yes, most definitely. Like I said, they just tuned in totally to the Castletownbere. Like, we knew we were going to get everything. Like, we knew it's going to be a right tough battle all the way to the final whistle.
You were turning a whiter shade of white there in the last 5 minutes. Only for heroic defending they would have come back and got a goal.
They would have, yeah. I mean, the fear again was that they would get a goal to the extra time, and again that would have been the danger, right? I don't know how much extra time he played, but certainly he played enough for Indian Myers. Having said that, I mean, it was a tough battle, and I knew when I said to the lads at half time, I'm playing against Castletownbere with 20 years, and we never ever beat Castletownbere by anything more than 2 or 3 points. And I said to them, they're going to come at you, be prepared for it, and they did.
22 years since she last won it. Obviously a tremendous feeling and a tremendous occasion for the village.
Tremendous occasion for the young team, for the young people on the team. Like they're a very young team, and I think it's a great occasion. They have a great future if they can stick together. They're very dedicated. They're training since the 5th of January. We had 102 training sessions up to last Friday night. They were off to drink. They done everything that was asked them, and I think that was the heroics that came out there in the last 5 minutes today.
And of course, Jimmy, the next step now is playing senior football. The county draws, I think, on the 12th of December. He will be landing out in the senior championship next year. That obviously is going to be another great milestone for the club.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. But we're not thinking this future. Yes, we're going to go back to Ballarona, back to Derby tonight. We're going to sit down, have a good long party, and we'll start thinking senior football just before Christmas.
And my final question to Michal, will we expect to see you in charge when they run out in the senior championship in the year 2000?
Jimmy Allen is the boss, I'm only the boy, so there's an age game coming up, so that'll depend what happens there. A week is a long time in Parliament.
I'm now joined by the chairman of the Victorious Club, John Murphy. Obviously, as a chairman, you must be a very proud man right now.
Absolutely, as a chairman and I suppose the chairman as well. It's a unique occasion to have to win in Ballyvourney. Bottom line anyway is that I just like to thank everybody involved with the club, the lads, the players, the trainers, the selectors. Everybody worked very hard during the year, and hopefully next year we can bring a senior championship to Ballyvourney.
I suppose, John, looking back in the match, it was a bit unusual, dominating the first half. After half time with 9 points ahead, and then a marvellous comeback by Castletownbere.
Yes, a marvellous comeback. In fairness to Castletownbere, they never gave up, but our lads eventually came through in the end.
I presume, John, you were looking for this victory for a long time. You're now going to be playing senior football. How do you see that panning out?
Well, I'll tell you, we're going to enjoy tonight, and we'll think about senior football next week.
We say thanks to the club chairman, John Murphy. Droney of a very successful team, Peadar Kelly, obviously. Peadar, a great occasion for Ballyvourney.
Delighted, Arthur. We're delighted. It is our first such occasion since 1988 when we won the county junior. Before that, went back for the 11 years, 1977. It isn't easy when you're county championship, but and these, it was 2 hours to do it, but fair play to them, they pulled it out. I thought our lads played fantastically in the first half. I thought Jack Lynch and Justin Toomey did wreck at midfield, supplying our forwards with great ball, and the forwards ran very well. And we were up nicely half time, 1-5 to 1 point, I think. we could have got for more points too, but anyway, things didn't go our way. The goal was small bit lucky maybe, but it was great going half time, 1-5 to 1 point up, but we knew from the last day that would be a fight to the very end, because the last day Castletownbere came at us and they're playing against the wind. We know, but further up in the second half, but gone out, Castletownbere came back and attacked us, and great spirit of course in Castletownbere traditional football, and they got that goal. And Sean Dean of course planted it there in the left corner of the net, despite Stingeen's best efforts. And the last popping over was a fantastic game, because here the crowd roaring all round as Castletownbere fought to overcome us and as we fought to defend our lines. Our backs played very well. These high balls in Castletownbere were hard to clear. Our goalie Dennis Stingeen towards the end they made 2 great saves, otherwise they said we'd have been in a bit of trouble.
Padder, obviously you're not going to be playing senior football, and that's a huge step up once again.
It's used to step up, of course. We were there before in the late 70s and early 80s, and we were looking forward to it for a long time. Now next year of course there's a slight change in the fixture in the system in County Cork, as far as I know, it's coming in next year, in which we'll have at least twice the cherry, but of course we're hoping to win the first round, who will be coming against us. So we're all looking forward to it. We have a panel of, most of our team are at the right age. We're in our mid-20s, a few of them towards the end of their 20s, but they're hanging on for 4 more years, and we have a few minors coming in there. I feel for the Naomh Abán and Dennis Curran coming in as well.
And they've got a meal good. Now joined by, I suppose, a name that's synonymous with Ballyvourney football, Micheál Scannell. Micheál, obviously, as somebody who's been associated with the club for a long period of time, as a player, as a supporter, what have you, it's a dream come true.
Absolutely wonderful. You know, we've been looking for this for a good many years, and we've struggled to kind of make the grade, and today is one of the greatest days in many, many years for us. You know, I think that we have a new team coming with the last couple of years, and they've come to maturity at this stage, and I sincerely hope that they will be able to make an impression in the senior championships next year. You know, there are some good young lads still on the way, and hopefully they'll be able to add to the panel we have, and we'll be looking forward, as I said, to maybe having a go at a senior campaign.
Micheál, the style and the standard of football in the first half must have pleased a footballing purist like yourself.
Well, I like to see the ball being played around and moved around fairly quickly. Ballyvourney seemed to do it the first half. Castletownbere didn't seem to be in the game the first half. They didn't seem to wake up to it. And I think it's sort of Ballyvourney. I think in actual fact that Ballyvourney, with the amount of play they had, should have tacked on more scores. I think they would have been wasteful with some of the chances. And but it was, you know, any final is a tough competition game, and you've got to kind of expect that there are going to be mistakes made. But as I say, the football, as you said, the football they played in the first half was good and a joy to watch.
Micheál, got a meal good. Now joined by Naomh Abán. Naomh, obviously it must be a day of huge emotions for you first of all. I know you're so involved in the club, and you had 2 sons who, by the way, played outstanding roles. A marvellous day.
Marvellous day, an absolute marvellous day for Naomh Abán. I thought in the first half we played extremely well. We should have, I thought, been more ahead at half time, but of course we knew Castletownbere were going to come at us, and they did, and fair play to them. They put in a great show in the end. But I think we were the worldly winners yesterday.
Come on, in the first half, the standard of the football and some of the quality of the football that was played by the Ballyvourney side was absolutely top draw stuff.
Some of the points we got, I think any senior team wouldn't live with us. The points we got in the first half. And if we corrected our shooting a little more in the first half, we would certainly have been up by 10 or 15 points at half time.
Now, I remember looking out at the comments from the commentary position at one stage, and you were drawing heavily on, I don't know whether it was your third or fourth cigarette, but when you were leading by 9, and then it came down to 3. Describe what goes through a man's heart and mind then.
I was looking for more cigarettes, even though I don't smoke at all. Pressure, really pressure. We were feeling very weak at that stage. When they got the penalty, I really thought they were going to come back at us. But fair play to the backs, I thought they really stuck up to it, particularly in the last 5 minutes when the real pressure was on. I think the backs held steady, and I thought played extremely well under fierce pressure.
Come on, got a meal market. And now joined by another Kerryman, which is a great occasion to meet happy Kerryman in celebrating Cork victory. But Pat O'Sullivan, obviously a great day for Ballyvourney club, and also a great day for any of the supporter, but to have a son involved, it must be extra special.
Yes, well, it's a great day for Ballybony Parish and indeed all the extended areas around Mid-Cork. We've been waiting a long time for this, and I think today was one day when all the work that has been done with the club over the years, we richly reaped the reward today. And I thought they came out with Castletown have a great tradition of football, and it was always going to be a very, very tight game now. You could fatter to deceive probably at half-time with the scoreline. But having said that, the same as the last day, Castletown came out in the second half with all guns blazing and took the game to us. And it showed great character, it demanded great character of the Ballybony backs in particular to actually withstand the pressure of the last 10 minutes, quarter of an hour of it.
And of course, like when we come to a final and a day like today and a team wins, we probably tend to forget a bit about that, this success story has started many, many years ago, with all the underage work that's been done in your club.
Yes, the Ballybony would have and always have had, they're very, very lucky to have the likes of Coleman, Toomey, Mick Scannell and Noel Scannell, those people who've actually put in tremendous hours over a long period of time, and they'll reap that reward today because they're an average age, I'd say about 23, 24 years of age, and that is a group that actually won the All-Ireland. There was 4 of them actually played in the All-Ireland Vocations winning side in 1988. And they have continued on, and they have showed great leadership, and that complemented by the young fellas that have come along through the system. Today was a very, very special day for us and for Ballybony.
And I suppose now with all the celebrations that are due to be planned, there'll be a certain relaxation of laws in that neck of the woods.
Yes, I would imagine that they will have, well, the door might be closed. We don't know whether they'll be full or empty inside. Once the main thoroughfare is clear for the Kerry people going to Cork, that's all that matters. Thanks so much.
Now joined by a corner forward, and who had not alone a starring role today, but a starring role the last day, and for a young man it must be a great experience to win a county championship medal.
Well, it's a very good experience for me, alright. We have a lot of young players in the team this year. Me being one of the youngest, or probably the youngest in the team, it was a great experience for me, and the likes of Paddy Murphy there and the older guys, it was a great experience for them too. Having won a county in 88, they haven't won a county, they're in their first county in 11 years, and I hope it's the first of May to come to Ballybony.
Dara, I must say to you, you were winning by 9 points after you got 2 points after half-time. You were 9 points ahead, and the next thing there was only 3 between them. It must have been worrying because there wasn't an awful lot going up to your neck of the woods at that stage.
No, I think myself, I spent most of my time back in the full back line in the last 10 minutes than I did on my own side of the field, but that's the way things go. We knew Castletownbere were going to come back at us, and it was going to happen, so we thought that the game was going from us, and then it came back, and we didn't know where we were in the end, so to be honest about it, I'm just glad to be there and have a county medal in my back pocket going home tonight.
No, I got to mean Marco.
We're doing a video now, just a second. I can stand in behind the others.
Jack Lynch.
That's me, yeah. That's you.
Yeah. First of all, I must say that the first I've never seen you playing until the first day of the drawing game. You were absolutely superb. Came out to midfield and played a stormer. Is it the fact that the hair has been cut short that has to do with it?
I don't know. But I suppose the fact that all the jobs were this summer and that Cork went on so long with Anthony House, I doubt if I would have made it because I had a knee problem there on the start of the year. And I think only for the year going on so long I wouldn't have made it. You know, I've just played 2 months ago, I wouldn't have made it at all. So I took advantage of the time and worked out grand, so everything went fine, and everything went grand, thanks for the God.
I must talk to you about your style of play. One thing I noticed that every time you won the ball around midfield, a long ball and a straight ball in.
Well, we said that the last day where we messed up, especially in the second half. We got caught around the middle with sharp passing too much, and it broke down us. And we said today, once we got the ball in midfield, we play a long ball in, and that's what we did, and it worked, especially in the first half there. And at times in the second half, it was a tough game, but we got out to the right side of it, thanks for the God.
And obviously, it is a really special day when a man gets a county medal, but to win the Man of the Match award as well is something special.
I wouldn't even think of that. I just played away until I was called up there, and I said, what am I called up for? And but that was great. It was great, and it is good to come on and play well as well, But I read the first few balls worked out grand for me, and once you get the first few balls and the sweat out through you, you'll be fine. So I did that, and things worked out alright for me.
Jack, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks.
Obviously, behind every successful team we have many backroom staff. We've joined here by Johnny Allen and Mickey Lynch. First of all, Johnny, I know a lot of work went into this, and you've been associated with many footballing matches and football teams down in Naomh Abán, but today was something really special.
That's a great all day for Ballybourne. Great work done by the players. I think we had 103 or 104 training sessions during the course of the year. I found it particularly hard myself because I'm fucking on the road, but that was good. Now there's a great management team there. Jimmy the manager, Mihal the trainer, Mickey there, and, all the lads rode in. There was a lot of work put in by everybody. But at the end of the day, it's the players. They did it out in the field, and they deserve 100% what they've done.
Mickey, obviously, like this man here, you've been involved a long time with the club, and I suppose 103 training sessions. It's all really worthwhile now, isn't it?
Absolutely worthwhile. I mean, it was a long year. We started back, you could say, in December training for this, and now we've had victories the past 10 years. This is one of the sweetest of all, because we came with a young team, fresh team, and now we had our setbacks last year, but this makes up for everything.
And of course, like you realised there, that people were getting a bit bored of the match when he went 9 points ahead, and he made sure that Castletownbere came back into it and added to the entertainment, John.
Well, as a Kerryman yourself, that a game isn't over till the final whistle. Knowing Castletown down through the years, I don't think there's ever been a game that we've played against them either in league or back in championship in 18-9, I think. There's always a point or two either way. I can imagine Ali O'Sullivan side in the dressing room at half-time what he was saying to his boys, and by God, then it worked, and it nearly cost us at the end of the day. But our boys came out, and we got a couple of balls up the field, we scored a couple of points. When the ref blew the final whistle, it was what the scoreboard counted, And while I have you on the thing now, my mother-in-law said to tell you that she remembers you in a short pants with her arse sticking out through it, and she said to wish you all the best.
What a way to end an interview. To both of you gentlemen, thank you very much indeed.
Big fellas, the young.
No, by the O'Connell brothers, and before I interviewed them, they gave away their points, so they turned beyond it. They didn't want it on team, and I'm sure they're not going to get them back. But I think, men, gentlemen, that they scored something like 7 or 8 points out of the total. First of all, Donal, and I must apologise to you for the start, because I didn't realise that you were the person that took the free. Well, I don't want to stop me shot, it might be you, Mihal. They took the free that led to the goal.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lucky one. I mean, I was out there and Mihal was taking him up to that, and I just had a put it in as far as I could. If it went over, it went over. If it dropped short, there was a chance of maybe a score coming out of it, and that's the way it happened.
Now, how you weren't taking all the frees is a miracle to me, because you took one out by the sideline up there somewhere in the second half and went over the bar. I can't see why this fella takes over the role of taking frees at all.
Well, he's the youngest fella, and we're always looking out for him, and just to get him into the game, we give him a couple of frees and stuff like that. But I don't know, Mihal's a great free taker. Maybe they weren't going 100%, and it was agreed at half-time that anything outside 50 yards that I'd kick it in, see how far to go in and that. I was saying to somebody after the game, they witnessed a miracle today, they'll never see one of them going over again, it's simple as that.
Mihal, obviously a great time to be Mihal Cronin for a start, winning the county championships last week, but today I suppose is something really special to do with your own club.
Today's a big one, to be honest. I suppose it was great being involved with Cork and being involved with UCC and winning the county championship, but your club is your club, We're striving for senior football up on our own, and today we achieved that, and it's brilliant, the crack around there is brilliant. That's what it's all about, your own people. At the end of the day, you're only in college for a few years, you might be on to be with Cork for a few years, your club will always be there.
Mihal will begin to speak a bit like David Flynn, but anyway, before one thing that intrigued us up in the college position, I think a factor I think that worked very well was the switch of Donal and yourself before the game.
It was, Donal was a bit slow on side, we'd space things up as well, No, I was the plan, we said we'd line out as selected and change, and upset Castletownbere, and it did, because for about 5 minutes in that time they were there lifting and butting, will Donal fall to stay with me, or will he stay out with Donal and centre forward, and I think it upset him. It worked well in the first half, second half you know, Castletownbere were always going to come back at us, and they did, like, and, you know, we weathered the storm and we're there.
Sean Francis, first of all, I was going to ask you to explain your absence for the first part of the match the last day, but great to get into the side and great to play such an important role.
Yeah, it's fantastic. We're absolutely thrilled. The absence of the county just as a squad effort, really. Like, there's 25 lads and there's 25 fellas going for 15 positions, like, and it's a total squad effort. Like, we're delighted to get the nod. The last day was about 10 minutes to go, and it was nice to get the nod today to start. You know? So I'm absolutely thrilled, like, you know.
Sean Francis, when you got the 2 points after half time, there was 9 points in the match then. Surely to God, you thought it was well within your grasp at that stage.
Well, we had a plan at half time. We always knew that if we go out and start something similar to UCC last Sunday, if we get 3 points or 4 points on the board, then we'll really put it up to Castletownbere, and it would be up to them to come back. And if we could keep a goal out of it, we reckon we're home and dry. They got a penalty. I'm not sure we'll have to watch it again on camera to see what it was like. Maybe we'll have to get Andy Gray over and do something like that on Monday Night Football. But we always knew they would come back at us, you know, and they did, you know, through the heart of Castletownbere. You never have Castletownbere beaten, like, until you're up the gate, like. So
it's up to the 3. Meet them out, good lads. I'm now joined by another set of brothers. The Cronies reckon that they are the best looking brothers on this particular side, but I'm now joined by the O'Toomas and Coleman. First of all, congratulations on a great game.
Thanks very much. We're delighted to have won. You know, it's a long way to come back. 11 years since we last won a county championship, so we're delighted to be up senior next year. It's going to be a great experience.
No, I'll have to get through this interview fairly quickly because there's a whiff coming up off this cup here, and I'll be plastered if we go and get through it. Justin, lined out in midfield, and you know, they were saying earlier on that maybe midfield was a bit of a problem area. I think that was all sorted out today.
It was all sorted out today. We had a good long look at the video. They brought Jack out to midfield, did a lot. I think we held well today out midfield.
When you got the 9 points ahead, I mean, obviously you must have thought, no matter how much you were told before the game, that you were well and truly there.
Yeah, well, when I looked at the scoreboard at half-time and I saw we were 7 points up, I said, if we can limit them to 1 goal, I think we have it. Like, but when they got the goal, they started raining the ball in on top of, I think Gary O'Sullivan was playing full forward. And it was very difficult to cope with that ball, because if the ball broke out, they were running onto it, or else they were gathering the ball and putting it over. You know, we came to a sticky patch, though. I thought if we got another score while they were on top, we would really have pulled away, I think, if we could have got away from them.
Justin, I was watching the game, and it was a privilege to watch it. You were able to dole out a bit of, how shall I put it now, certainly you weren't pushed off the ball that easily today.
No. We kind of pushed off the ball, all right.
And I suppose, gentlemen, now before I leave you go, I have to ask you about, you're senior footballers now, do you know that?
Yeah. It's great to be playing senior football next year. Hopefully we'll do the business again next year.
And I presume that himself must be a very happy dad, is he?
He played senior football himself, so I'm sure he's proud to have his son playing senior football now. You know?
So we say Gormila Margot to the O'Tooma brothers. Right, another set of brothers up front of you, and I was told that you were the most important one of them, so you might explain that to the viewers.
Well, I don't know how I'd be the most important, but I thought I'm the difference of the two others. I'm on the sideline, so.
And I just thought, you know, you're the first player that I spoke to that was on the sideline. When it got close, and it did get close, it must be absolutely nerve-wracking out there on the line.
It was, because it was alright for the players. They were able to kick somebody or hit someone, but she for herself on the sideline, it was I don't know what you would call it, but it was nerve-wracking as well. So.
Right, Anthony, I'll come to you. First of all, congratulations on a great game. The first half, totally dominant.
Yeah, it was quite like the first game, you know. We sort of dominated the first half. We went ahead fairly well, and I suppose we went ahead, was it 5 points, and then Kevin Lynch got that goal, and you know, he totally made the goal himself, and was a telling factor in the end then. And as you say, then in the second half we went like the first game. I don't know, they're just a very hard team to beat, you know, and they definitely show that. And like for a team that was up with say 8 points or whatever at half time, 7 points, we were totally up against it in the last couple of minutes. You know, there was a very few close shaves when Paddy Murphy cleared his lines in the last few minutes.
Gary, in the first half, Jim Nolan was doing analysis on the game, and he kept pointing to the full back. And I think he told me once that there was 7 times one after the other who brought the ball out of that defence.
Yeah, I suppose was the ball hopped right on the day, like in the first half, like in I picked up a share of ball and did a share of cleaning in the first half, like, you know. But everything went well. We were going well as a team, you know, in the first half. Everybody was moving well, like, and we were well up towards the break, like. But it ended up a different story in the second half, you know. We knew probably that the pressure, they were going to put on some pressure in the second half, and they did, like. But you know, lads stuck to their guns and they didn't lose faith, like, and things went right in the end, like, and we came out with the result we wanted.
Oh, you were in there around the neck of the woods where the penalty, where somebody said to me that there was a questionable penalty was conceded.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. All right, yeah, but you know, I actually didn't see the incident, you know, so I can't really.
You're not taking any play, whatever, Fred.
I was well away from it anyway, you know.
Anthony, it was a great season for you, and I put the same question on my hollow crony in, but to win a county championship with your own club probably has no sporting equal.
No, there definitely isn't, you know. It's great to come back to your own club, we'd say, after losing something like, you know, an All-Ireland final. It's great to come back because no matter whether you win or lose, your club are always behind you, know, and especially Naomh Abán, it's an especially good club, you know, and to win a county championship with them is just brilliant, and there's no better club around, you know, and I'm delighted to win one with them.
We say go to the Lynch brothers. And the O'Leanchik brothers are next up. First of all, Diarmid, an excellent game at wing forward.
Thanks very much. We tried our best, I suppose. First half, I think we did most of the damage. A lot of breaking balls, and I think we did okay there around the middle of the field. And the forwards tapped it over, and the goal was crucial as well there going at half time. So we were delighted going at half time. I suppose really it was our first half performance that won it for us in the end.
Now, as you mentioned the goal, I'll have to talk to the man who got the all-important goal, and he'll tell us what was involved in it.
Well, before the ball came in at all, I heard Micheál Creedon on the sideline saying, "Get back in the line that you missed the last break," because the ball was after hitting off the post for the first one. So I said to myself, "That's an impression made in this one, isn't it?" So I seen the ball come in, and as far as I know, I just pulled back, caught it, and I just broke it out of his hand and kind of tipped it in. Luckily enough, it worked out. Like, you know, normally some things don't work out, or you get pulled for a square ball or something. But luckily enough, it was something was bound to go right today anyway. Like, you know.
I know, Kevin, that many people will be interested on the strict training regime that you adopted while you were across the pond.
Oh yeah, I was training day and night over there. Like. That was, I didn't have much time for work or anything. Like, but you know, I trained hard. Like, when I went back, I came home 2 years ago for 6 months, and we were beaten by Valley Rovers. Like, and when I went back, I never really got fit or anything. So when I went back, I started training, and I was playing over last summer, and I said next year I come home, and so I made sure I was fit coming home this year, like, you know, because there was no point in coming home. There's a very strong panel here, and I knew, like, I'd be at my best to try and make the panel, like, and luckily enough, and it ended up that I made the team, and I don't know what happened after that.
David put it to you that football he played in the first half was top draw stuff.
Thanks very much. Yeah, we've been from the drawing game the last day. Micheál Creedon and Jimmy Aaron and the lads were saying to us that we're going to have to watch out for the fella in the best position and give him the ball, and not to be holding it up and kick it out over the line and kick it like aimlessly, you know, up in the air. So, you know, we worked on that in training over the last couple of weeks. So, you know, I think we worked it okay. It worked out well, and we got the scores, which mattered hopefully.
Now, in a few short months' time, we'll be up playing senior football, Kevin.
We'll be up there. It was a great interest. Like, I was talking to Donald Cronin before the game there, and like we were saying, like, that if we lost today, like, we'd be in serious trouble, because it'll be very hard to motivate ourselves next year for playing first round intermediate again. Whereas senior now, like, to be nice to see how we fare out, like, you know, and all new can of worms now, so to speak.
So we say thanks to the O'Leanchik brothers once again. Thanks, lads.
All right, thanks.
With darkness falling, Skibbereen, we've been through most of the players, and I must now go to the right corner back, Sean, and say to you that first of all I must ask you who you were marking today, because the boys want to know who you were marking the last day as well.
Marking Sean Regan today, Paddy. And he was a tough character, boy. He's out one after he scored 2-2 the last day, like, and he got a point from Pate, and I don't know where he got from Breeze now, like, and he got most of their scores today. Now again, in fairness, he's a great player, like, and like I could see him playing with Cork in the future, like.
But if he's marking a player like you every day, he won't be playing for Cork, will he?
You never know. If he gets me in the wrong day, he will, like.
Now, I must go to the Coolballer dynasty. Dennis, an outstanding game the last day, vital saves, and today commanded the square like a veteran.
That's right, got men in front of me, like, they're no bother at all to keep them on their toes. Like Sean Rue and Paddy Murphy here, the bowler. So no better men you could ask for, like. They make my job so simple.
Paddy, I must talk to you because only for you, instead of having this interview, I reckon we'd be playing extra time. Because from our position up in the commentary box, off the line.
I don't know, I'd say, Paddy, that a child would have saved it.
About me.
I see Denison moving off his line to make a save, and the ball kind of just doubled around the square, and it kind of came towards me, and I cleared it. That was it.
You're not going to say he missed it, would you?
With a joint collaboration. Like.
I wouldn't come down him.
No, I was taught Kieran O'Lusa, who was an integral part of this panel all year, played a part the last day. Kieran, obviously a marvellous occasion for your club.
That's right indeed, yes. 22 years since we last got it. We worked hard, but it don't come easy, like. It doesn't come easy.
Kieran, one thing I would say to you that judging by interviewing all the lads, you look so young, all of these guys, that surely there's a bright future now ahead for Naomh Abán.
Hopefully. Most of the team are young.
Senior football now.
Senior football now next year, hopefully get a good rattle.
I now go to the man who operated, I think it was the right flank of the defence. Don Lowe, certainly a great day, Don Lowe for Ballyvourney.
A historic day for Ballyvourney, and hopefully more days like this to come in the future. We're moving on to the senior ranks, and we're glad to do it. And hopefully we'll have a long campaign in the senior ranks as well.
Talk to us a little bit about the match. As I say, you went, dominated the first half, 9 points up, and then only 3 points up.
That's right. I mean, we played very well in the first half. We played our own type of game. We dictated the game, but in the second half they came at us. You know, we were in trouble, I suppose, in the in midfield and in the half back line. But they ran at us. They got the scores. They got a penalty, and they came right back at us as we thought they would. You know.
I must talk to Dunick, put away the point, Dunick, before I go and talk to you. You might explain a bit the incident about the penalty.
About the penalty. All hands on deck. Ball comes in. I just drew it with my left. Like, it was kind of every ball that was coming in was going every way, left and right. Like, so. And I cleared the first attempt, and I see the boys throwing their bodies in front of it again for the second attempt. And Dennis Linehan and Kanemo, man, and blew for the penalty, but we'll say nothing about it. Like, a bit controversial, but we want to give the crowd a bit of entertainment too. Like, I don't know. We'll have another day.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for your time. It was the last intermediate football final of the millennium, and certainly the people of Ballyvourney will remember it for many, many a long day. As we leave Skibbereen, just in the background we can hear some of the celebrations which have just begun, and what was a great, great day for Naomh Abán Club, because at the end of an hour's football, after a replay, they defeated Castletownbere on a score line that will be remembered for many, many, many a day. Naomh Abán 1-9, Castletownbere 1-6.